And here we go. So, everybody, are we ready to begin our little excursion into Hell's Heart?
If we say no, will we get shouted at?
A little bit, yeah, 'cause it's been half an hour. So, last time around, at the same time, a lot of things happened, and not that much. You were out in the forest searching for your beloved Hydra fellow that would bring in a bunch of money for you. Instead, you went to a campsite where you met a creature that clearly did not belong on this plane and a handful of dogs warning you to run away. You slew it, and things were fine. Totally fine, no one fell over because of unexplained issues with any sort of poisonous stuff. Oh wait, no, that was the Hydra actually, now think about it. I mixed those two up. You beat down the creature in the camp, not out issues. Went to the Hydra. Just barely won, thanks to a series of turns that led it to be unable to resist fire anymore. In which case you stopped its regeneration, beat the shit out of it, cut off its 16 or whatever heads it had at that time. It's quite a few.
9, I think.
In total. And the 5 came up to 8. Back and forth. That was a lot of heads, let's put it that way.
Please.
You then discovered that Uzlir occasionally, when hasted and in his hybrid form, likes to tear into creatures and actually managed to tear out the heart of this Hydra, discovering a couple of things. One, that this creature was regenerating through way more punishment that Hydras should normally be capable of, and secondly, some creatures are touched by something that turns their blood quite poisonous, not acidic, that's a different thing. And as such, you discovered that touching it had been similar to something you'd touched in the past that felt quite poisonous. Uzlir survived, did collapse on the floor, but nevertheless survived. And you guys deemed it best, to return to Corbury and deliver this, well, the full heart, if I recall, to a younger, relatively speaking, of course, because these kin can live for fucking ages, a youngish alchemist student, whose name I suddenly could not find. Lorilla, that was
Lorilla.
You gave her the heart to study, and then left to get yourselves in order. You had some bathing to do, some cleaning up to do, essentially, and you decided to go out in the town to just have a nice little evening, where you bumped into Samantha and Benjamin Ravenhold, and just sort of ignored them. You had a little chat, some food, some drinks. If I recall, there was a lot of beer, ale passed around, and Midori trying to get Uzlir drunk for a good half an hour or so. In real time.
Yeah.
There would be an entire evening in game time. You then went back to the Ravenhold estate and went each your ways to find some rooms that you could sleep in. Being guided by the servants, of course, in the place. And as usual, Tempest being in one part of the dimension and literally the other side, opposite side to where Kelsil will be. So, night falls, you all sleep. And I would actually like all of you to roll me a sanity save at the middle of the night.
Here
I go. And I
I
inspired Midori while she's asleep.
No.
I'm not asleep. I'm wide awake. So
That's right, you don't sleep.
If you could, roll for me.
oh no.
Oh right, but also
There it
immune
is.
because he doesn't sleep. Never mind.
Oh, I'm immune?
Oh, lucky
You're
you.
immune to this effect
Bye.
because you don't sleep, yeah.
Thank God.
You're welcome. And I will roll for Kushma. As you can see, it's not quite here just yet. And kaboom. Yeah,
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's the most sane of us all.
Currently.
The saniest.
I recall most of you are pretty sane at this point. Just roll
see
really
what
low.
that. We'll see what that 11 got me.
The night continues. No one seems to recall anything about their sleep, because everybody just barely saved. Just barely. Leah.
Oh.
So
Oh.
the night continues just fine, with Midori for some reason sitting down the hall is going, oh!
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just chilling. I'm practicing my vocal cords. Like I'm trying to take up opera singing.
Sure.
Oh.
Throughout the night, with several warnings from the butler of, would you please stop that? It's waking people up.
Oh.
You wake up the next morning without issue. Just
Yeah.
barely. Bit of restless sleep for both Tempest and Usulia, but nothing. No nightmares or anything. Just it's one of those mornings where you wake up and you've kicked off by far most of the bed. So, other than that, you're fine. You have the entire day ahead of you. So, what would you like to do?
First, I'm going to check to where my illusion was, see if there's any bullet holes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It was the master room balcony, right?
Whatever is like right outside.
Okay, so it wouldn't be that. It would be nearby. Okay. From where you are, it doesn't look like there's bullet holes. It's kind of hard to tell because of the angle of everything, but nah, doesn't look like it. There's a good chance that the old ones were already in bed or not on that side of the building.
It's fair. It only lasted a minute, so I didn't think anything would happen, but just it would be funny if it did.
Although, Midori, you would have heard rumors by now about some weird ghostly shade that just vanished from one of the balconies. Like the place is haunted. Mostly from the staff.
Oh.
Tim is just chuckling in the background.
So you all meet up the next day, just sitting around in the small dining, well not small, but the dining room, where the servants bring you all sorts of magnificent things. It's like a nice warm apple pie being brought in with freshly baked bread. You have what appears to be, not donuts per se, but essentially just... It's a pastry, and I forget what's actually in it other
Croissant.
than jelly and some other stuff. Yes, that could also be the word in English, I'm not entirely sure. But basically, it's a lot of treats, because a Ravenhole family, that's just how they are. And then a bunch of good food.
I eat the treats.
Me too.
Tim is just eating everything because it's like the best food he's ever had.
So, today we're gonna go shopping,
Yeah.
right?
Shopping.
Shopping. We need to get some items. We need... I don't remember what we need, but I remember that I wrote down that we need stuff.
All right, we're going to the
The Glen Shaft way.
Yeah, we. Right, we might wanna stock up on healing potions if we can. We might wanna get a world map if we can, and Ursula needs some alchemy gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently a half plate for Ursula if we can get it.
Sure.
Yeah, we said there's not much magic stuff that we could get here, so probably none of my best, I suppose.
I don't.
We'll see.
I mean, we could definitely check in the lavender market. But it,
You said it's not quite legal? I don't know if you said yes or no.
it's like a black market, honestly.
Yeah, not that important right now. I don't wanna start anything in the city where my mother is the law.
That's
All
fair.
right. Although if while we're shopping we happen to find any magic melting resistant armor, I kinda want it.
That is fair.
I don't know what you just said. Are you okay?
But I just said if I find armor that won't melt, I really appreciate it.
Would be handy.
I'm just saying, I've had to replace this twice.
It's happened a lot actually. It's kind of weird.
Back of Tempest's mind to just hear some giggle. Whoops. It's unknown, sourceless, it's strange. So, what are you heading off to first?
Something, first.
I suppose an apothecary to find potions.
Okay. You happen to have already met the apothecary of Homebrew. So it's more of a question of, is he still outside, out front, outside the southern gate? You kind of could easily check it, because it's almost a direct line of sight from the Raven Hole, as long as you have something to enhance the view, like binoculars, of the time, of course. One of those weirder things that's just one long stick. But checking out, no. She moved that little station that was given to her, and seemingly has just, you know, moved back to her business.
Would I know
Oh, go on.
where it's located?
Go on.
Would I know where it's located, the alchemy shop?
Yeah, most likely. Considering the family history, you'd probably be able to lead everybody straight to it. It's not too far away, and most of the streets are, you know, what's it called? Diverse, I want to say, but that's the wrong word. Segmented from each other. So it's just a question of finding the place that has the most flowers and the most flower-related business in that particular area. And it happens to be quite close to the southern gate as well. It doesn't take you too long to find the Fable Stampery.
Can you spell that?
Can you?
I don't even know what you said.
Furbolg?
The Fable Stampery.
The Fable Stampery.
Who the
Okay,
hell
my-
is setting up fireworks at 3 o'clock?
I don't
Weird
know.
people.
Also, I just realised what I typed, and I apologise.
Purple?
Hang on, I gotta change the spelling so it's all wonky. Just-
No,
That's
actually,
definitely it.
Midori was correct. Except for the space. It's just Fable Stampery.
Oh!
What the? Is that really a word?
No, it's a name. For a gnome.
His name's Fapple.
No, it's
No,
Apple Stamp.
Lorilla.
Can I call him Fap for sure?
First of all, you know the alchemist is a female.
Can I call her Fap for short?
You can find out.
Or
Oh
Fappy?
boy.
Or...
We're gonna get thrown out of this shop real quick.
Or...
So, you're standing outside, Midori's apparently having a giggle fit.
Tim just sees it, looks at the name. We better go in and get the potion before Madonna gets us kicked out.
Fair.
Okay. You head in and find that there's a unsurprising amount of bottles and vials and such everywhere. There is just a big cabinet that is full of these quite numerously colored vials and flasks and such, all in a big row. Complete mess of colors. It looks like someone took a rainbow and just chopped it to pieces, rearranged it, and then made a jigsaw puzzle out of it. It's a lot. It's like interpretive art. Looks like a mess. Step at art, I suppose, but still. You walk in, you find Lorilla just working away on something. It seems like it's her dinner, as she's a bit too small for you all to actually be able to see her over the counter, as she's behind it, seemingly sitting on some small station she has beneath it. It almost appears like a little apartment. It's kind of strange, and you can't really see all of it. But as soon as she notices you guys, she springs up, which, for a gnome, in a place made predominantly for human-sized individuals, her head just barely pokes up over the counter. Hello, what do you want? And big
good
eyes just sort of staring at you.
Good day, good to see you again. We were hoping you might have some healing potions on tap that we could purchase. Good to see you again.
What kind?
Healing?
Just normal, you can have
Regular?
greater superior, or you can have some of the modified ones. Those are fun.
I look at it, kind of see it. So, what does our countess say?
Well,
The religion puts a hand on the desk and starts sort of leaning over, trying to look as well.
How much is a grader? I think 25, right? Mm-hmm. Well, let me check.
Okay, well, let's check. Anyone know anything else? Maybe some homebrewed? They are perhaps not as well. They all are homebrewed technically, but yeah, they might be interesting. I brewed some with different herbs.
You mean?
You were using some quite interesting gloves yesterday. Have you used some of those on sale?
She looks confused. I don't really know what you're talking about. That's just normal gloves. Just gloves, you know.
Yeah,
For-
they
for
protect you from
purposes
the
and stuff.
poison acid and stuff.
Yeah. She looks like she doesn't quite understand the question. Like, yeah?
Do you have some of those for sale that are very resistant to that stuff and don't get damaged by acid?
No. They wouldn't fit. You can just go to that nice lady. She'll make you some. It's fine.
Thank you. Do you know how much those cost normally?
No idea. About a gift.
Okay, thank you. We'll head there next.
Okay, but before you do, potions.
Yeah,
Oui.
I'm a bit curious about your homebrew.
Well, okay. So, yeah, okay, good, yes, wonderful. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay, ready, okay? You ready?
I'm getting worn out just listening to this woman.
Go on.
Okay, so. Okay, so. Some of these. Nervous suddenly. Potions, healing potions, right? Yes. This one, she pulls out 4, have been mixed with Moonglow. They are. Great! They're great!
What do they do?
She looks at you like you're stupid. They heal. But Moonglow has this. It has fun properties. It can do several things. One of these might make you able to breathe underwater for a while. One of them. Look at this one, it shines. Look at it's awesome.
So it
Potion that-
might make you breathe underwater.
You have a potion that can do that.
You'll know if it does or doesn't.
Are any effects in your potions guaranteed, or are they all mites?
Well, that's about a 50% chance that at least some of them heal more than usual.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Insight. There we go. 19.
Okay, she lied. The chance is actually 45%.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes at her.
Okay, that's a 45% chance. You got me, okay? Still.
What? Okay, but like, why would you be selling them? What if they don't work? Like, what? Then you're selling something for more money that doesn't work.
Oh, give me, it's not a specific art. Sometimes things happen. Like this one, it shines. Look.
I know, but I like the shiny, but
This
It
one,
does- if it
actually,
doesn't
this one is
work-
guaranteed to heal more than usual. I
can
think.
you promise that? Your wording.
Yes! What about it?
Guess what?
It's good. Promise. Moonglow. Also, you can go ahead and roll me a nature check as well. It's a plant that you may or may not have heard of. Oh, okay. We definitely have. She's not lying about it. The thing just is, alchemy is not a precise art. Moonglow has a couple of side effects. 2 of them are very notable. One of them is that they can be quite nauseating. The second one is that sometimes they amplify the effects of the potion they're mixed into. Specifically, healing potions are the most used thing, because they don't amplify other things that often.
How much more expensive than regular healing potions are those?
Oh, just 1 gold.
1 gold more.
Yes.
So that's 6 gold per piece.
Yes.
Okay.
To be fair, I wouldn't chance it. Moonglow's a bit iffy.
Have you tried it?
I know of it.
If you're gonna speak to us, please step inside. It's hard to hear you when you're outside.
Yeah, like, why are you in the corner? Come over here.
Sorry, I was busy looking around.
Stop brooding against the wall.
To be fair, I'm more than ready to take a
Do
bet.
you- Do you happen to take trades?
Ooh, what you've got?
Well, this might be of interest, and I'll pull out.
Seriously, come over here. I can hardly hear you.
Yeah.
And on
How
Discord, I
about
can
now?
barely boost you anymore.
How about now?
Thank you. Much better.
Standing over the gnome.
Sorry, I
Is
really
that
my
better?
mic, my mic was really far away from me.
So we'll see the steps
Yeah,
up to the
how about-
disc.
How about this? And I'll pull out the potion of longevity.
She looks at me and goes, "What's that?"
This is a potion that can reduce your years.
Reduce your ears or extend them?
Reduce my
That's good.
years.
Reduce them in the good way, that your accumulated years, I believe he means.
Oh, okay, that made
Yeah.
me worry. I was like, that's a terrible trade.
Ah, I thought it was a euphemism. Okay, okay. Well, that makes it way better. Okay.
Oh.
I mean, that depends on your application, but, you know.
What?
Nothing.
A bit younger.
I'm gonna high five Tempest.
Put it down.
I'll put it down.
I have a potion of water breathing. I mean, we already have a guy that can do good.
She takes out a monocle. I'll put the other potion here as well. I'll take a look at it, okay?
And as well.
Perfect. Spends a couple of minutes just looking over these things. She's surprisingly quiet while she's concentrating. Just seemingly checking out these potions. Then finally, after a little while... okay, so water breathing? Yes. Okay. Cool. My healing potions already do that, so... no thanks.
Might do that.
No, they do that.
It's guaranteed, so you
Well,
know.
not all of them, but some of them do that. Side effects.
But they're guaranteed to do that.
Yes.
They didn't mention that. I thought it was a might.
Well...
I'm gonna lean in again, like narrow my eyes.
Yeah, I'm also leaning in and narrowing my eyes.
I mean, that's just some different versions of the healing potions, so you're gonna be fine. You just choose the right ones. I present you with more than one type. Yes? No? Yes? No? Anywho, what do you want? Also, potion of longevity? It's pretty... I believe it. That's pretty cool. So... yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
let's say, how many potions worth can we get for this? Let's say,
Just normal
greater.
healing potions?
let's say greater.
2.
I mean, that's fine by me.
Perfect deal.
Seems
She reaches out her hand over the counter.
Oh,
I'll
she's got like
take
a
it.
tiny little hand.
Yeah.
You just gotta like hold her. She's holding her finger. Ah.
I'll shake her hand.
Okay.
You shake
shakes
the gnome.
She takes the potion that's about a third or fourth of her complete body size and just puts it away somewhere beneath in the small cubby hole that she has. Okay. Great. So... hello?
Okay.
Right, great healing potions. Okay, you can see her casting a little thing. You recognize it as its mage hand. You notice behind you one of the cabinets just sort of open, and the little bottle, well, little quote-unquote, floats out, and you recognize it as a healing potion. They typically are quite similar in make because people use similar ingredients, because it's a fairly well-established thing. She pulls out 2 of the slightly differenter ones, and 2 great healing potions are presented to you too. To you, all.
Okay.
Well, that's 2. How many more do we want to get?
Okay, just before we buy anything more, quick healing potion check. Who has how many? I have 1 normal.
I have one.
normal.
Oh, sorry.
I don't
That's
think
all.
I have any, but let me check.
I have one.
Yeah, one normal.
One. Wait.
No,
Okay,
you know, you can get mugs of the natural key in the lavender market.
What?
Yes.
What?
You can't. I don't have a mic. Oh, sorry, I'm very confused. Never mind.
What?
What?
Doing a stage whisper, but I forgot we don't have cameras on, so you can't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just telling this gnome. Anyway,
Okay.
Hey, lady who's like best friends with the guard captain.
I think we might wanna take at least 2 normal, so that Ursula and Kushma, you could both have a greater one, and Tempest and I can have, or a 3 normal, so Tempest and I have 2 normal ones then, and Midori can have a single normal one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Do we wanna get any more greater?
I think we're pretty good.
Okay, so
I think
3
I'll be
normal healing potions then. Yes.
Bloodroot, Moonglow, or normal?
What does Bloodroot do?
Oh, it's a family of plants, and they enhance healing potions. Guaranteed.
In what way?
The smile is very broadly. Quite clearly not a fake smile, but just one of those awkward, I have to put on a smile type thing.
In what-
Well, they enhance it. In the one way that healing potions do. You know, they get better.
And it's how much do they cost?
The bloodroot?
Yes.
Well, not much, you just go pick them.
With the fruit.
How much do you sell the healing potions with Bloodroot for?
Oh! Well, 7 gold.
7 gold. And the healing effect is guaranteed to be
Yes, and it's good.
enhanced. Usulia?
What do you know about Bloodroot?
Nature check.
Nah.
Nothing.
The one thing that'd be fucking hilariously good to know about is like, never heard of it. Shame.
I'm not too versed in Bloodroot.
Can I make an insight check if I believe her?
Go ahead.
17.
I'm guessing you want to know if it is actually guaranteed.
Yeah.
That part seems to be definitely true.
Okay. Any known side effects?
Huh. Not that I know, no.
Can I do another insight check?
Go ahead. Go nuts.
14.
It's one of those moments where someone has crafted something and then realizes there might be a fault with it, but they don't know.
Okay.
Also, she's not very hard to read, I will add.
What do you guys say? Spend a bit more to maybe have a better effect, or?
I mean, if you want to try it, then sure.
I don't
I
mind.
suppose.
As long as it works.
It's usually just to get people up, right? It's not to like. I feel there's a redundant.
We said 7 gold each,
Uh-huh.
so that would be. Can we have 3 for 2 platinum? Am I making them up correctly? Yes.
Well, since you brought me that really fun little experiment thing the other day, then yeah, sure, why not? Sure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna give her 2 platinum, and I'm gonna take 3 of the Bloodroot healing potions.
Yes, and remember to mark them down as such. Because each of them heals an additional +6.
+6.
Yeah.
To the +4 that's normally on there.
Yep, that's why it's additional. Also, it's not
Okay.
+4, it's +2.
Yeah, sorry. I mixed it up again.
So it becomes a 2d4 plus 8.
I gave one to myself, one to Tempest, and one to Midori.
That was one of the blood root to me.
Yes.
And then we get the greatest? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we
You-
get
So we just put it down as like a regular healing potion and then add.
It's 2d4 plus 8 in total.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll this to see if I did it correctly.
Wow. Nice
course.
rolls. That's why blood root potions are good. It's a guaranteed decent heal.
Yeah.
So, anything else you'd like to do? Maybe you have some interesting trade. Maybe you want some antitoxins, or maybe you want some rose root, or maybe you want some
Do we
wolfsbane, or
have,
some razor vine, or some other yes?
Anti-venom, or whatever it's called when you are poisoned and you wanna get rid of the poison. I think that's called anti-venom.
Cute child
I
has
don't
many names.
Vicky is asking. I think that's called anti-venom, right? I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
venomous thing.
depends on what really they're used for, but yes, that's one of the names.
Good. Yes, stuff that could heal a poison effect. Of course, we are having a habit of getting into that.
You would need some rib leaf salve then.
Wait, how much for that?
I haven't the foggiest clue, so let me just look it up in this little ledger I have here. If I remember correctly, it'll be something like 2 silver. Oh, never mind, 5 gold.
Oh, good God! What have I done to my character sheet?
I don't know.
Apparently, I've multiplied everything in my inventory 3 times. I now have a fuck ton of things.
only
I
you
didn't
can
want-
find that.
Well done.
Huh? How did I do that?
Only you would be able to do that.
How
Can you
did
hear
I
this, by
do
the way?
that?
Can you hear the background stuff?
Not really.
That's impressive.
Oh my! What if I? Oh God! How do I turn this back?
Why do you keep clicking add common items? Why do you keep clicking that?
I didn't mean to.
Well, sorted.
I don't know how.
Fix your stuff.
Bottom
Suddenly
right is
we're
a
doing
button name is modify. Click the modify button and trash all the stuff you don't have.
Suddenly Midori's bag just explodes. Just like, oh!
Madali, stop using console commands.
How did you even do this?
Don't know. Okay.
How did
Okay,
you
well,
not notice what you were doing? What the fuck?
I don't know. Don't ask questions you know I don't know the answer to.
That's all of them.
Okay. Okay. I just need to go to all of these.
Just have a door in the back of the shop, almost making several bookshelves worth of potions just fall out. Just like
Sorry. Give me a second. Everything's fine.
What do we
It's
think?
fine. Just a slight weapons malfunction.
Yeah.
How are you?
What do we think? 3 or 4 empty venoms?
Flurry would probably be okay.
We don't need, we don't get poisoned that often.
True. Okay, we'll take 3 of those anti-poison salves, you said?
that's wonderful, but I gotta go close my window because my fucking god, this is loud. So just note down the gold and the items. I'll be right back because my god, what the fuck?
I'm gonna give 1 of each to the melees. So, Ursula, Tempest, and Kushma.
So 1 anti-venom.
Yeah. You got that? Tempest, Corey?
We.
Okay, that was ridiculous.
One for each.
Yeah.
So, good. Yes, okay. Wonderful. So, potions? Yes. Do you need one more? Need more? How about, something that will make you fly?
I spread my wings a bit.
That
fully, but
is
just-
cheating.
Griffin, so you know it's little redundant.
Oils for killing monsters and such.
That's not bad.
I know, right? It's pretty cool.
You know, I was looking for some like a long time ago.
You did?
Yeah, like in Woodlawn.
Okay, do you want to buy some?
Maybe. How much do they cost?
Depends on what kind of thing it is. I have oil that'll help you slay aberrations. I have oil that'll help you slay beasts. I have some that'll help you dismantle the construct by mostly just making them rust to shit. I have a little bit of anti-dragon stuff. I have a lot of things for elemental, for fae, and some for plants, strangely enough.
John,
That's
would
me.
we know what the weird thing is? Would be classified as
The weird thingies? Do you mean the creatures that...
Eldrazi?
Our jellyfish friend.
Yeah.
Well, judging from where they're from and everything, I'll allow a handful of... No, actually, I will allow only Calasil and Midori to roll for this. And it'll be an Arcana check, and only because one of you has studied a lot, the other one has been having their eyes on the sky for most of their younger life.
Okay, so
Crazy.
what was it? Arcana check.
Yes.
Okay.
80.
20.
Oh,
Damn!
We smart.
genius.
So for Calasil, there would be a good chance you think that they're either aberration or monstrosity, about 50-50. And for some strange reason, Midori, you're pretty sure that there's a 75% chance, to put it this way anyway, that they're aberrations and less of a chance of them being monstrosities. Just sort of a hunch you have. Not sure where from.
I'll reiterate that.
So if you get some, you probably want aberration.
So how much does that cost?
Well, it's rare as shit, but I guess now not so much anymore. Actually, if you come back at some point because you have been so good customers and you brought me that heart, which I actually used to make some of this oil, I can give you one if you promise to at some point, you know, come back or bring some business my way. People will love the fabulous stampery.
Mm-hmm.
You smiled
They
weirdly.
do.
Why did you smile weirdly?
Nothing. I love your name. It's so catchy.
Yeah.
Yes, I am certain that you'd be happy to spread your name, and you know, we'll have whenever we get the chance.
Spread the foul.
What?
Slow head turn to Midori.
Midori's doing that smile when you're trying really hard not to laugh.
Right. Okay, so here's the oil. You might want to use gauntlets when you apply it.
Gauntlets? Who should use this actually? Like for
Anyone with a weapon.
no shit.
Yeah.
We'll figure. For now, we'll just take it.
Kushma or Uzilia, I would say.
Works in arrows and bolts. And spears. Like the one you have right there.
But we have the spear.
Wait, I got that.
Is it? You have the thing on the information. Is it the same thing?
The thing on the information.
On like the Discord. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Do we know
It's oils as part of the oil rule, and yeah. You would know that. The applications and such should be in the Discord as well for all of you to see, so it works like that.
that? For 1 hour or 6 hits.
Yep.
2d4 poison per hit.
Okay, who wants it?
Who wants to be oiled up?
I'd say when you two get them a hit.
Sword just fucking rips one in the background, apparently.
Yep.
Just fucking takes off over the buildings.
I'll take it. If you don't mind.
Okay, Kushma then.
Okay, so you have an aberration oil. Remember that.
Remember.
And remember, you can't use it in combat. The very first line. Do keep that in mind. Otherwise, you'll spend the first 10 turns in combat doing nothing.
Just standing there being oily.
Getting oiled up, yes. Okay, so, wonderful. Everything you need? Or do you want some more stuff?
I think we got
I
everything
like
we
it.
need.
Wonderful. Just stares at you until you leave.
I'm just gonna maintain eye contact as I back out the door. Let's have a staring contest.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! What have I done?
Nothing, as you dodge everything and manage to make your way out without shattering anything.
Oh, that would have been bad, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Is there a break you buy policy in this shop?
Of course.
Oh,
That's how it
God.
works everywhere.
I think I'm just that dexterous. Trips over her own foot.
I'm pretty sure... Oh, you're pretty dexterous, yeah. Could be worse.
Okay. So, we need to get the alchemist gloves. We need to get the half plate for Usilia. And we want the world map. The place that she told us the gloves are at, John. Are they the same where general store would be for the world map?
No, you've actually been there before. And the reason why I didn't say the names because I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. And I still can't. Giselle, there she is. Giselle Axton. You were there to buy armor at one point.
I remember her.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just gloss over the nice little reunion you have as you buy those gloves for 2 silver from her.
Nice.
Let's see.
And
again.
half plate. I don't have her name
I
written
am
down.
looking it up. It's Giselle Axton, so you can write it down.
Axton.
Half plate is 75 gold.
Oh, I never wrote down her first name. Giselle Axton.
Boom. That's the one.
Boom.
Did I spell it right?
Yeah, the
Yay!
entire thing is correct.
Perfect.
So Midori is 2 for 2 today on guessing names.
Well, I wrote it out also better. Oh, wow.
Oh, good. I mean, she just wrote in the chat, you know, the game we
I
have.
know. I know, I wrote it in my notes because I had Axton, I just needed to spell Giselle correctly, and I did so. Yay!
So for the
Yay.
half plate, to have it fitted and such for Usley, it'll be 75 gold. Are you still going through with that? Hello? Am I muted?
I
Fine,
was
think-
eating my pear. I think so.
I mean, if you're alright with it,
Yeah.
it only
Can-
gives me like plus one.
Don't.
Can
I love that. If you're alright with it. Vicky, you've established yourself as a dragon with a dragon horde in this group now. Good job. You did it.
Yep.
I blame you for this. I've been nothing but forthcoming with our money.
I mean like as a group, if they don't mind.
Mum, can I buy this, please?
75 gold. If they don't mind me spending 75 gold just to get plus 1 AC.
I mean, you kind of need it. You keep nearly getting yourself killed.
To be fair,
We don't
last
want
time wasn't for lack of AC.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
you getting a
it's more
bit
the
too bloodthirsty.
What
It's more
about
the saves that get us than anything.
do you
Can
need any armor tempest?
Is that?
Do you need any armor tempest?
I think I'm alright. Out of character, I'm at the top of my thing, so I can't really get in.
I didn't know that. Cool.
Okay. So, since we are a repeated customer, can we maybe get the gloves as a bonus?
Sure.
Or Gonzat or whatever they are. So,
Why
yeah.
not? Immediately
So-
like, yeah, handshake. You might rather have the 75 gold and 2 silver, so she's immediately
Yeah.
on board.
So, I give her 8 platinum and I get 5 gold back. Correct?
She's like, whoa. Okay, give me a second. Goes and roots
I
around with
already
stuff
did
and
it
gives you
too.
the 5 gold back.
Okay. Ursula, you marked it down. You have gloves that are acid resistant, hopefully.
Alchemist's gloves, basically.
Oh.
The acid
Yeah,
resistant,
alchemy.
poison resistant, all sorts of poke resistant, actually.
Yeah.
Piercing, that's the word.
And you have
Oh, I
half
can't
plate.
poke them anymore.
Do you want to trade in your old armor, or
I was gonna
Do
say,
we
if
want-
we want to do anything with this old armor.
I do worry. Again,
It
I know
could
it's-
be melted.
That's what I was about to say. It's the weird thing that I'm so paranoid about it, but it's happened twice.
okay?
Yeah.
To be fair.
I should have enough space in my bag of holding to put that in. So we have it as a reserve for now.
Okay.
So you're keeping an entire scale mail, if I recall, in the bag of
That
holding?
should fit, right?
Yeah, it fits. It's not so much that, it's just my question. I was curious.
If I think I have space in it, then yes.
I believe so. The bag of holding has like 500 pounds, and this one
Yeah.
weighs at 10%. Weighs at 10th
Yeah.
of that, so you're fine.
And I don't really have anything in there other than rations and shit like this.
I actually forgot for a while that you had a bag of holding in this campaign.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's
Fair
plenty of
enough.
space for it.
We spent like a month making it.
Yep. Just
Right.
gonna.
So,
You said scale mail, was it right?
Yeah, it's game out. So I'll take it off mine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write it down as bag of holding.
Yeah, I can only get up to studded, and that's what I have. Is studded.
I'm just gonna mark big things down as bag of holding. Small shit is small shit.
indeed. So, you exit the Axton's Armory. Next list, next part of the list.
World map.
Right. I did mean to look up what that sort of thing would cost, and then I got distracted.
We have the central continent, so we would want at least one for the western continent. Maybe if they're selling some from the eastern continent, which I assume they don't.
I mean, you would be correct in that assumption in the places that you search for it. So you can find a
Yes.
western map. And it won't cost too much because it's just a mass-produced item. It's like one of those tourist attractions, like, hey, here's a map of the western continent. Tourist, 1 silver.
1 silver. Okay.
Which is
Easy.
not pretty expensive, but they make a lot of them.
I've subtracted that, and I'm gonna put it in there.
And that would likely, by the way, that would likely be the first time that half the group hears about Dunkel the Island and the Isles of Debauchery. Just saying.
Since when have those been there? What the fuck?
Wait, there's an island?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
I
they would
didn't-
do.
Why is the ground purple over there? What the fuck?
The islands of what now, and when can I go?
Oh no.
Okay.
Maybe one day when
I'm
we
kidding.
haven't got much to do, we can take a break and go on a nice trip to that very ominous-looking island.
Hmm.
Yeah,
For
let's
real,
take,
okay.
let's take a trip to the Isles of Debauchery.
It could be a nice trip. Make some memories, kill some shit, get killed. Who knows?
Doesn't sound bad.
And
You know,
John,
the area is huge.
yeah. John, can I get on our way? I don't know where that would be. Ingredients to find familiar. The charcoal and the incense.
Oh, actually, that's a good question.
Is no feed Sam dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. She looks down at it. Oh yeah, my snake.
And you never cast him back, and you never asked me for the ingredients. I still have some.
I forgot.
I know you did.
Well, let's be honest, Midori just wanted the pet because Killer Seal had one.
Yeah.
I wanted a scarf.
And I can't
okay?
have a dog.
And to answer the question, yes you can, but you'll have to go all over the damn town. Because there's no specific magic shop that you're actually led to. There are times I would like you to roll me an insight check, inside group camp for that matter. When you're asking for these certain
Sure.
items, and people are like, no, nothing like that.
Mhm.
And Killer Seal believes it. So does Tempest.
I completely believe everything this man
I
said.
rolled a
So this was a
19.
This is the most trustworthy man I've ever seen in my life.
What?
And Kushma blanks. Technically, Kushma doesn't need, I suppose, to actually roll because he knows it's fake, but I like the idea of Kushma just going, yeah, okay. Completely forgetting.
I was like, there's islands here. What the fuck?
Completely just absent-minded. But Midori is the only one that doesn't seem to believe this in the first place. You're like, wait. In the back of your mind, you understand the fact that there's clearly something else going on here. And everybody else seems to be completely clueless. So are you the crazy one, or are they just blind?
Midori immediately is like, oh, it's probably me.
What are we talking about? I blanked.
Like,
Anywho, you will find
well.
enough for 2 summonings, let's put it that way.
Okay.
It just
I'm
take a
gonna
lot of
take this.
moving around town. Spending like an hour
Uh,
extra just going around.
I subtracted 2 gold. I'm gonna add this to my ingredients thing.
It'll also be one of those trips where the rest of the party is like, we have a wizard in the group. Does it always take this much extra time at all times?
It always has.
no, Kushmar's
Perfect.
still thinking about the island. There's an island? But it's like, am I that insane?
We know what Pepper's just
So-
like, nope, gotta keep her happy, that's all that matters.
Yes. Give me all the loot. Unless any one of you has any more lists of on your shopping list, we're done for the shopping today.
Lavender Market.
What's the what? What's that all about?
I've told you guys like 2 times. It's like a place where you can get some rare stuff. I believe like it fits the description of like the Mark of the Nathrakir. You can get them, possibly. We could just have a look. I mean,
Good, but
We could. My mother is also the law in this town.
oh
play
yeah,
it as, like investigating crime.
If they're buying, then we're not.
Let's get the fun apart really quickly.
I don't think we need more of a reason for Calisil's mum to not like Tempest. If she catches him doing something like that, then yeah.
Or coercing her little sweet adorable daughter to get into illegal shit.
Yeah.
This one's not on me, this one's...
I mean, no, of course not. But you know, I mean, you're not favoured already, so
If anything, it should be myself and Kushma, and maybe Usale and you two can hang back somewhere. If we do this, but I don't really feel like we need to.
We spent a lot of money anyway, so just an idea. Because it's pretty cool stuff. I've
I
been
mean,
told.
we have a bit, but it might be more expensive than we could pay. We have only 8 more platinum.
Just
Fair
plus we need to save up for our trip. Wink.
Right. Are we going to have a trip to... Can we speak about this? Like, we need to get a thing somewhere.
what?
Yes, we're just taking a trip. That's all there is to it. You know,
You're
we've
taking
been
a
Like,
looking
we were
out.
going to get, like, to the area, possibly? Is that
You
something
know,
we were
need to-
thinking
we
about?
need to take a trip to get our mind off things.
Yep. I'm reading what you're saying. I mean... I
Midori's
understand.
incredibly confused.
Colossal is incredible.
Could we take our mind off in the area?
Are we getting high? Like, is that what you're trying to say? Do you want
I
to go
have
get high?
no.
Like, are we?
Are
we
you
going-
talking about our mission currently, or the one
I'm
that
gonna-
the Broken Star gave us?
I'm going to minor illusion just on the palm of my hand, mind shielding stuff, and just flash it to Midori.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah!
Could we take our mind off in the area? Do you think they have stuff that would help take our
Maybe.
mind off stuff?
Maybe in Welcome's Landing, maybe in
Falcon's Landing is fucking far away.
But I have no but.
Yes, you do. I mean, what?
Oh my.
Thank you. Okay, let's head to the clan shop, shall we?
Sure,
Wait.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm almost disappointed in Tempest.
What?
There should have been a comment like, here? In public?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it.
What?
So
I
anyway,
was-
heard your thoughts.
Well, since John's gonna make me say it, I mean, I know you appreciated the butt comment, but you don't have to. Oh, you mean that? Yes, let's go.
so, you start heading towards the western part of town where this particular named street, quote-unquote, the waterway, is. It's a surprising amount of guards just around this particular area. There's a lot of just manpower around this particular area, but they're keeping quite a distance. There's a good row or two-ish of houses that are just completely left alone in that area. The main waterway itself is pretty... I'll be careful about my word uses here. I thought for a moment, then fuck it. It's a pretty thick shaft. There's a lot of water that runs from it into the city itself, and then out towards the other, the vein structure of the city's heart. Let's put it that way. The waterway itself has this very large. This waterway digs into no. There are a lot of houses around this particular waterway. They have been left vacant. You're moving to the general area, and outside the perimeter are a line of guards. Basically like the holding hands type barricade you would see in cheesy movements.
What are they doing?
They're not doing that exactly, but they're just keeping civilians away. And then there's occasionally some old cracked guy who's like, fuck you, I'm moving straight in, I don't give a shit. Has some row with some of the guards, then move past them, and they're like, whatever. It's pissed.
What's all that about?
Well, we know what's going on in there, or have some idea. They want to keep people out.
Fair enough.
A few of the guards have some mark on them that are of the kind that shows that they're of a higher station. Most of the people that are here are not the platinum custodians. They are the waterways custodians, which are the more common guards you'd see around. So it's not too surprising that they are the ones looking around this place, mostly keeping eye on this place, rather I should say. A individual that I believe you might have seen at one point because I think I referenced him, but you haven't actually met him just yet. But you meet there a quite really just well-shavenly bald dwarf. He has the Waterways Custodian's armor on, showing that not only is he part of this particular organization, but he's also in a high-ranking individual of it, as he has I kind of want to say stars on his shoulders, but that's not quite the right term, but you know what I'm getting at here. It's just, he's clearly an officer of this particular branch. He has a very long braided black beard, and seems like he might be in his 50s for a dwarf, which means he's likely something like 200 years old. Quite an old bastard. You can see he's having conversation with some of the people, but as you start moving up, he splits from the guards that he was having a conversation with and walks up towards you guys. So what can I help you with? You're not going into the sheriff, are you?
Well, that's exactly where we were heading.
Why?
We've taken up a contact from, oh god, I cannot find the name of the people.
The Brockenstocks.
Yes, the
So
Brockenstocks.
you're the fools that want to die. Okay.
Yep.
No?
Shiny
We're
suit.
the shiny zoo. Yep, that's the name.
Raiden Menagerie.
You know, either or.
If you want to go in there and kill yourselves to whatever these creatures are, have fun. Just know that you were warned.
What are you talking
Fair
about?
enough. I'll start walking.
Oh wait, no, I know.
We'll be okay.
Any information you can give us where exactly they would be, or how to find them, or what they are?
They kept themselves in the main shaft this entire time, floating in and out of the water. Mostly for assaults.
Do you have any idea on number?
2. Big.
Do you know anything that they are very good against? If
He
you
looks
try
really confused,
shooting
like, wow.
ice or lightning or something.
Hatman is spellcasters that I think we have. If anything, we've learned that are quite resistant to blades.
Okay.
That's all.
Like slashing blades, or can my axe like just like
What kind of blades do you normally use? Of course, slashing.
fuck
You don't use the broadside of your axe to attack, do you?
every fucking time? I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You have a magic axe. I'm sure it will be fine.
It's a cool magic axe. That's not bad.
And I'm sure you'll be better prepared than the last ones. Have a good death.
Thank you.
He goes back to the guards and just
You too.
basically just tells a few of them to go get out of the way so you guys can pass. It's
So
more of a
before-
symbolic gesture than anything that he does this.
Before we go in, do we want to activate the air drop?
Yeah, we're gonna travel for a long time. I assume soon.
I
We
don't
have-
see why not.
Yes, that's a good thing to do.
Then let's take a minute here. How many? I think it's 3.
30 seconds later, the dwarf comes back.
We're just kind of waiting here. You know, we're doing a little powwow.
They're
Don't bother.
moving. They're in the water waiting for you.
We're having a pep talk.
Well, we're propelling.
Fucking hell. He just walks back like that. God damn it.
Fuck off. I mean, just go away.
What? Turns
what?
around, spins on his heel.
Tempest, Ursula, Kushma. 5 temporary hit. No,
Thank
not
you.
temporary. 5 maximum hit points temporarily.
Max and current up by 5.
Yes,
Oh Jesus, George.
temporarily. So
Yay.
One of the big guys.
I just need to write that down, that I used it on this day. It was on the 28th. It takes 7 days, so that's ready on the 5th again.
I'm only sad that I no longer have my 69.
Oh.
And Tempest is dead. Start over.
No.
Once he passes 69 hit points, he's done.
The rock doesn't affect Tempest for some reason.
It just gives him temporary hit points instead. They're like, what the fuck just happened there? Oh well, weird.
Okay. And that's that. And then I'm gonna cast my mage armor on myself. Anything else anyone wants to prepare?
Everyone put your hands in.
Sorry, was the dwarf insinuating that slashing damage would be bad and bludgeoning would be good?
Half of that was definitely correct, yes. He mentioned that the slashing was bad, and then he made fun of Kushma for thinking that axes don't slash.
Swords
Yeah,
poke,
okay.
usually. It's what I was
So,
thinking.
okay, if poking's okay, then I can deal
He's
with
a
that.
dwarf, he doesn't use swords, are you kidding me?
Well, he said swords.
Yes, that was an example.
God damn it.
And in this particular game, swords are classified as slashing as well, so that's kind of my fault, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, considering they also poke a lot.
Short sword piercing, long swords are slashing, which is weird.
I will just, I'll do my Rite of the Storm on my Blade of Shields, and then create a shield from the Blade of Shields.
Okay. So you have Calcil sitting with the rock, spreading this buff out to each of you. Casting the
Lovely.
shielding... Close enough. Half of you, give or take. Then putting up the shield around her, that shimmering barrier around the body. Meanwhile, you have Ursula, who just pulls out his sword. Makes it literally glow with the little lightning. It's crackling around the blade. Basically, these guards that are standing around, they're looking at you like you're the fucking weirdest posse of insanity they've ever seen. Yet, they kind of admire this. You have some of the younger guards who's like, whoa.
I look over and wave.
I'm just playing the drum and vibing.
Just vibing.
Dory starts dancing.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I think we're ready.
Do we want me to take? Do we want me to take detect magic?
If you want.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic before we go in, and then we get in.
I mean,
Boys, do you want to find slot to walk in front of us for any reason?
I'll do the same.
What?
Why not? I'm just gonna have while she's ritual casting detect magic, I'll ritual cast unseen servant and just have him tell him to walk in front of us.
No, it's Unseen Toddler.
Unseen toddler.
Ursula, what did the winter amulet say?
Anything for you, Papa.
That's what your amulet says.
Are we doing adventuring, Papa?
So here, guys, your unseen toddler. You have now. You have from Ursula, rather. The medallion is constantly shaking, as now there's magic around it at all times. So that does something. For Calcil, you basically just see the shape of a small toddler that is horribly deformed.
Oh no!
No, just kidding.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. It's it's just not.
Behold.
It's not just not entirely there. It's like a person formed from air. It's like a weird mishmash. It's like looking at the Slender Man. Everything's supposed to be completely mushed out. It's just really strange. It's like watching a person in 2D. Okay.
Well,
Everything seems to be prepared.
Yes.
As a
please.
reminder, Kushma, oil takes a minute to apply.
I'm like thinking that fucking creaky.
I hate that thing.
Oh,
Use the oil now, but
I envision the unseen toddler being this.
Wrong chats, by the way, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
okay, 9 gold for whatever. Oh, it
how
was
long
free,
does the
actually.
oil last?
An hour.
1 hour. I'm going to just use the oil.
Slap it on you.
Decisions have been made.
Okay, so as you
We'll
start
see.
walking towards the clan shaft, you start applying the oil.
Don't rub it
Knowing-
on the skin.
Go on.
As I say, don't rub it on the skin.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Might need to borrow the gloves for that.
So knowing that a lot of preparation were to happen, and there's likely going to be at least 10 minutes spent casting something, you wait till the last moment to apply it. And that also does mean that Unseen Servant would just sort of, well, Unseen Toddler, my bad, had to stand around for a little bit like, Papa, are we going? Papa?
No, he left for an hour, and I cast him at the same time Calacio did, so we're just walking. He's walking in front. He's leading the way.
Okay.
Perfect.
Some time will be spent walking towards the clenched shaft. While you're there, I would like you to roll me, start by rolling rather, a perception check as you're moving into the area. You have a couple of rows of buildings before you get to the shaft itself, so you have a little bit of walking to do. Not a lot,
Yeah.
it's like 5-10 minutes, depending on the speed.
Oh, I thought we were
anything
right
there.
outside.
Oh! Oh! Oh shit! What is happening today?
Looks like Midori's going to be the MVP this film.
What your crazy eyes see? Everything.
Her eyes going both directions.
So, Midoriya and Uzalia, being the only ones who are paying attention to the surroundings by the looks of things, while the rest of you just staring straight forward to find the water, which is in a straight line of sight from shortly after entering the particular area. You find, Midori and Uzalia, that there are some odd little bundles of stuff on the ground. It seems like it's not heavy by any means. It's moved by the wind when it occasionally wafts through, which isn't too much in this particular day. So you have these small mounds of something. It's like a mole had been through, but it's much grayer, whitish almost. Just here and there. Technically, Midori just farts like hell again.
Sorry.
the small mounds you have here and there, you can kind of have a little slight detour, I'll say, and get a bit closer to them, and you start noticing that it actually behaves quite almost fluently. As in, if you step anywhere near it or apply just a little bit of wind force, let's call it, by stepping near it, the small poof and the entire bundle seem to just move on its own and spread into the wind and almost just disintegrate. It does remind you of ash.
That's weird.
The buildings around you, for fuck's sake.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Midori, what did you eat last night?
It was the pastries!
The buildings around you. I kinda lost it, but let's see if we can get it back. All appear quite usual. There's nothing really that seemed to have damaged any of them in the outer row of the ones that you're walking past. They all seem just fine. A bit further down to your, this would be northeast, you'd see that old man just entering his building. Kind of just in a huff, just walking in, completely careless about everything that's going on. But the buildings themselves are just fine. The next row, as you continue walking, much weirder, in the way that they have this almost like a wet mark on the side of the buildings itself, like something has hit it and then kind of curled around it in this moist fashion. So you have these large drench marks, like something that have been on, let's say, a bottle and have been dripping onto the table, and then from the table and downwards. It has those drip marks of liquid just sort of condensating downwards. In this case, though, it's going sideways, not downwards. And this is true for most of the buildings. Like something has hit it and just exploded like a water balloon.
Ah.
We got there in the end.
Yeah.
A couple of the buildings have this, but it is just dried marks. There's no color to it. It just seems like what would happen if water were to slash into the side of a building. The waterway itself is no more than 30-ish feet away from where you would be if you got to the side of the buildings. Or, well, not the side, but the edge of the buildings, rather, towards the waterway. And you start noticing this distinct waft of stale water, let's call it. It would be that nice waft of salt water all the time until you get closer, in which case it starts smelling kind of off. It's sort of tingles most of your nostrils. Temper specifically. I would actually like you to roll me an additional perception check for being a man of the sea.
Yeah.
Seaman.
Stop.
Thank you, Midori.
There we go. 23. There's my good roll.
Somewhere in the back of your mind you are reminded about sea urchins, but they smelled nothing like this. So, instead, what you find is a distinct lack of life. You've been told, at one point or another, I think twice actually in total, that these waterways are very lively usually. There's a lot of lobsters and such in it. But somehow, this sort of just smells vacant to you. It's strange. I would like to know how you wish to proceed in this particular area. You have some options. Most of the waterways, if you would imagine, is just that long, well, the waterway itself, basically, which is about 5-ish feet further down than the street itself. You have the street on each side and a bridge that goes over a bit further ahead. You have numerous buildings around. Go on.
Does my detect magic pick up anything?
Not currently, no.
They usually hide in the water, right? So we should get as close as possible to it.
Maybe we could throw something in the water.
Looking at Tempest.
The total must.
You want to throw Tempest in the water?
No.
Alright, I'll send.
The child.
Oh.
No.
I'll tell Francois to go up and start playing with the water.
He would have to jump off into the water to do that.
Yes,
That's fine.
Papa.
Okay.
Go for a swim.
I love you, Papa.
Thank you for letting me swim, Papa.
But Papa, I haven't brought my bathers.
Where are my armbands, Papa? For God's sake.
He does not have enough mass, really, per se, to swim. So you can just barely see this little indentation in the water where two sets of water rings sort of emanate out from. And nothing seems to happen as he's just standing on the water trying to swim, trying to get into the water itself, but just physically cannot as he's made of air. It's like a fart.
Fartswa.
I stab him.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll the attack. Oh, natural 20. Oh shit, he's dead.
I died doing what I loved.
Oh shit! Now I'm worthy. But no, they're not attacking him at least.
You see a moment later, this almost like a geyser of black energy just explode up around him, and he just vanishes immediately.
Yeah.
Until now, they did not attack him until now.
Do I see where water was coming from?
Underneath the
Anything
water.
in my detect
Water
magic
clear.
range?
60 feet, right?
30 feet.
Yeah, you're not in range.
Okay.
Water clear.
Just John, for my...
Actually, yeah, it would be clear, but you also have an awkward angle as it's 5 feet down as well.
Just so that I can imagine this correctly. Are we under the sun, or are the waterways underneath the ground? Is it
Both.
a Venice, or is it a sewer?
Both. This particular part of it that you're looking at is a Venice, if you want to put it like that.
Okay.
There are a lot of them that go under the city as well.
Yeah, but we are currently in Venice.
Sure.
Gotcha.
That is
It's
true.
important. Is it enough room
It's a
to
river
fly
in
or
the
is it
city.
not? Good.
There we are.
Crap.
Probably over there then. Should we get closer?
Unfortunately. Unless
Well,
anyone has any other ideas.
Swim again. You know, can deal with it.
I mean, we could fly over it with Neil, but I don't want to endanger my little boy. I pet him.
Okay.
Any ideas?
We could just like try and we could do the polymorph strat like before, just bring one of them out and then like catch them out. It worked very well last time.
True.
So,
But like they're probably not gonna come to us unless we're near it. So I don't mind just starting the fight.
go ahead then.
I mean if you guys will back me up, I'll
I
be
mean,
ready.
of course. Just leave you
I
in
can
there.
do it alone, but, you know, it's nice if I have friends.
Sure, I'll go with you.
I will as well.
We'll hang back because I am the healer.
Be quick on your senses. Let's do this.
Do you wanna ride Neil, Midori?
Sure.
Okay, get up. You have control over him. Neil, listen to the sweet lady.
My mom.
I know.
She smells funny.
If she endangers you, you're allowed to leave with her.
She endangers you all. Only Calasila hears this, keep in mind.
Yes.
Midori's just smiling and staring at her feet like.
She means well. Pet pet.
Okay. I don't actually have a choice.
Well, you kinda do, but you also kinda don't.
Okay. The giant griffin is just like looking around, just looks a little bit sad, just drooping his head, his wings are almost not folded properly. They're slightly heavy by the looks of things.
Don't make me feel bad! I pet him in the nostrils. You're a good boy.
Okay. The wings reattach. Not reattach, they
They fell off. Oh, God.
Not quite. So, for the guys going up front, you have the waterways itself that you can walk along, and then there's that bridge that's a bit further ahead. The entire area is fairly big. The bridge itself looks like it's about 20-ish feet across. There can be a lot of people on it at the same time. Built to last an eternity. The shaft itself is about 80 feet wide. Pretty big. So, how I'd like to approach this.
Use the bridge, or we can just like walk up to where the toddler was killed. I know one. It's okay.
The turtle was killed way back. The bridge is way further ahead. The water, I will also say, is pretty clear, but even then, with your perceptions and your passive perceptions, you still do not see them underneath it.
How deep is this water? If we're close enough.
It's pretty deep.
Fuck.
For what it is, that is. I need to find it in my notes somewhere. That is... where is it? I need to calculate this from meters. Hang on a sec. At an eye glance, it's certainly deeper than 40 feet.
Now I have to recalculate this into meters.
It's about 12 meters
Okay.
that you can see.
Gotcha.
Pretty deep. So you... What's the plan here? You're walking over the bridge to try and find these things, or are you walking alongside to try and find it? Are you jumping in? What are you doing? A plan. If you have any.
We're just kind of gonna go up there.
That's our plan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to be bait, and then I got friends, so now I'm not sure.
I'm still keeping a little ways behind you. I'm not going to be right there.
I'm flying a bit in the air and a bit behind them so that I'm out of sight, but can maybe see them.
Alright.
Walk,
There's
I'm
clear line of
also-
sight everywhere, so it's not that bad.
walk along, and then if nothing happens, I'll just walk to the bridge.
Alright.
You guys don't mind
Lucy?
following.
I'll walk with Kushma.
Okay. Hand in hand?
I'm also
Kato.
Okay, never mind.
No.
I'm also holding my action to activate my racial ability when I see the creatures.
Alright. Alright. Anyone else? This will be the last time I'm gonna ask, and then things will start happening, because as they're walking over the bridge, I'll take that as a no. This is short.
Neil is flying Midoriya a bit up and behind.
I mean, I want to hold a spell, but I need more information before I do it. So I'm not going to do anything yet.
That and that only lasts a few seconds.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you're walking along, trying to spot whatever's underneath the water, being prepared, you got your weapons out, they prepared all of them, they're oiled up. That's great. The two that are walking together are oiled up. One of them is stormed up. You have basically nowhere to hide for the rogue. You have a flying angel, half angel, quarter angel, something like that, flying about, and a hippogriff carrying your warlock. Everything seems to be prepared around this area, and about the same time as this start happening, Midori, you see these two quite large masses of flesh and bone, by the looks of that just weird construction, start suddenly floating rapidly out of the water and up near the bridge. There being no surprise round for this, per se, but you do
Keep doing
catch
that.
this happening, and you just shout out that they're arriving, and bursting up from each side of where Uslia and Tempest, I was about to say, Kushma are walking, these very large, mostly blue and purplish, in some places pink creatures. The top of them are completely blue, which was probably why they were so well hidden, and again with that long bird's eye-like appearance at the front of their faces. Well, not that they have one. These are creatures that you've seen once before at sea, emerging once more. You feel the immediate presence of them, and the same drilling sensation you had last time these creatures were around.
This thing.
Something immediately starts burrowing towards your mind. We, since there will be no surprise round, as these things would not have the time nor the setup to do so, will roll initiative.
George, are you having any trouble with Discord? Because I didn't catch half of what you said, John, because it kept cutting out.
I heard him fine.
I don't know what's going on with mine. It just keeps cutting out
same.
everybody.
Good rolls.
Sounds like it's on your side then.
Yeah, which is weird because we have the same internet, so maybe it's my headset, maybe it's Discord, my computer, I don't know.
It's either headset or PC then, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. But I know what these are, so it's okay.
Do you?
Well, I've bought them before, but yeah.
Doesn't mean that you know what they are.
True.
You're all warned as they come floating up out of the water, so you all have plenty of time to prepare yourselves. There'll be no surprise round, no nothing like that. Instead, the first to react will be the one to take the first hit. However, creatures like this, you've met them before. Gazing upon them is not healthy for the mind. So at the start of your turn, Tempest, give me that wisdom saving throw ×2.
Can I take my reaction?
You can,
My thing up?
actually, yeah.
Good.
But
I
have
am
it
now
before your
radiant.
turn, so yes, you can do so.
Yes.
So you
And
burst
an
out your
outline.
next set of wings that fold out from your... just over your hips, if I recall, giving you
Yes.
4 wings in total this time around.
My detect magic is still up, right?
It should be, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's only been like 5-ish minutes while you've been walking.
Okay.
You were basically searching for the fight, so it didn't take you so long.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled... what was it? Oh, it's a 1 and a
That 1
13.
1 and a
Yikes.
13. Great start, guys.
You failed on both accounts.
Oh.
So you are
Oh god.
Well, you can't really be double stunned, but that's basically what you are.
What is it with Tempest and getting stunned?
Can I suggest a break before we're in the middle of the fight?
Oh shit, you're right, it's 5.
Yeah.
We started so late that I didn't feel like that just yet.
Yeah.
It's a fair point. Yeah. That's a very fair point. Let's do that. Awkward,
Okay.
but I didn't really realize.
Enemies are here. I'm taking a break.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those commercial breaks where like they jump out of the water, Tempest is suddenly stunned, and it's like, what's gonna happen? Commercial.
Exactly.
Do you want me to just sit here for 10 minutes and make up commercials?
No.
Sure.
Maybe
You could get a drink or go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Yes.
since I just finished my water, I'm gonna go get some more.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hobble my way. Okay, I'll be back. Hobble, hobble.
All right.
Hubble, hubble. Okay.
Commercials, go.
Did you want to buy a new
Nope,
Subaru?
never mind. I regret. I'm muting everything. Nope. Break it is. Alright, so with combat kicking off, Tempest being stunned right out of the gate, frozen in a horrific understanding of things that aren't and still are, both to be and always will be. Calasil, you're up next. Start of your turn, I would like you to roll me 2 wisdom saves.
2 wisdom.
1 for each. Oh, and side note, when Tempest failed, they both gained what looked like a thin membrane of some weird origin, stolen from Tempest, becoming an energy field around them.
Okay.
This is number 1.
Succeeded the first,
That is
failed
number
the other
2.
one.
Let me think. No, it's not worth it. It probably wouldn't help. Okay.
Yeah, because I failed with a 13, so even if you could.
In that case,
Yeah.
you two are gripped by visions from other worlds, other realities, perhaps even. Your mind overcome with what this thing is as you plummet to the ground, taking 6 points of bludgeon damage as you smack to the curb. I'd like you to roll a con save as well, representing the concentration
Yes,
check.
I will do that.
As we move
First
on
stage.
to a Kashmir. Oh, by the way,
Alright.
I like people to do this by themselves when this happens. When you're stunned, just use this one.
Which one? Oh, this one. Yes. I'm stunned for 1 turn.
Yeah,
Wish
this one to-
I
it
can
makes
miss
it
the
slightly
next
easier.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah! Brain.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to keep track of the membranes they have. The little shield becomes thicker, and then when Kushma also gets stunned, they become even thicker again.
Oh.
Right, these things do this thing. Oh, just.
Midori,
I
you
don't wanna.
are just outside range of this one.
Yay?
Kind of, yeah, because you'll need to roll only 1 wisdom save. Same goes for Neil.
Give me a second.
24.
You succeed.
But now Neil.
And Neil,
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a second.
Well,
Wisdom save.
we're building to
1,
it.
2.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh.
Neil, no. Neil is only in range of 1 as well. They're the same place.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Just
Oh my God.
barely out of range of the one in the northern part of the map. So both of you actually save against the one influencing mind. You're unaffected.
Okay.
So your turn is your own. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one closest.
Alright.
Pew!
Go
Was
ahead.
it- Pew!
Bang,
18
bang.
hits, 15 just barely hits. Just barely. Okay,
Nice.
one moment. So you fire out your 2, they're purple, right?
Yes.
The purple beams, they both smack into what appears to be the membrane. Membrane is a weird ring it has around it. You see it just flash up in front of the blasts and take the entire brunt. These shields you have actually met before on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to
Forget
have
you can
absorbed it
push if you
entirely.
want.
Ah yes, and you have the push effect if you would like.
Let's.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
sure.
no, sorry, you do not. The shield protects
Okay.
it in this particular case.
Okay,
Oh.
fair enough.
This particular
Fair
case,
enough.
it is protected against that.
Okay.
Does Neil move with you? He is technically your movement right now.
You have 80 feet.
I'm gonna stay where I am for the moment.
Alright. Uzulia, start your turn to wisdom saves as these creatures have you surrounded and their influence start happening. Definitely saved. Just about saved.
Hey,
You are
Oh.
shielded from the influence and you are fine.
Do they have eyes?
Farting Midori, they do not.
I'm
have that-
sorry, I'm gassy today.
They have that bird-like skull in front that has that very pointed nose, quote-unquote, to it, beak-like thing, and a big hole in the center where an eye maybe would have been, but yeah, there is none.
Okay.
So, how do you proceed?
Are these like at like the same level as the bridge in height? So, like, say if I was to get to the edge of the bridge, would they still be?
They're just above the water surface at this point.
Okay. So if I was to like go to the edge of the bridge, would I be able to reach them?
Not quite.
Okay.
Unless you have something that's a bit longer than that. The bridge itself is a good 15 feet maybe total. From your height down to where they are.
Right, okay. Oh god.
Yes?
In that case, I am just going to hold my action, and if they get close, I'll attack them with my weapon.
Alright. Your action will be held. There,
and I'll
go on.
Bonus action, hybrid transformation. Why not?
Alright. Burst out into your wolf form once more.
Wolf.
Woof, woof. The two creatures, floating as they are at all times, will simply just float up to the side of the bridge and seemingly just take a little scan over the situation and see what's happening. We have Kelasiel, who's on her back, just flopping around on the ground right now. We have two other stunned individuals in the area. So let's see. These creatures... One of them, this one up here, will float still about 10 feet over the ground. Actually, let's make that 15 feet over the ground. Yes, 15 over the ground. Which I can't really represent with the wings particularly well, because you can't type 15, so we'll just use a 1.
Oh.
And then we'll use that. There we go, 15.
Nice.
works.
I like it.
Then, the other one, 10, 20, will fly over here,
Oh,
float
no.
rather, and 30 feet up into the air as well.
Oh no.
You notice at this point, they're quite quick.
Oh no.
The one that flew over towards where Midori and Neil is, reaches out most of its tendrils in that direction and forms this black orb in front of it that suddenly explodes out in what can only be described as a geyser of shadow.
Oh no.
I need both Neil and Midori to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
You're fine.
Oh
Neil
no.
is not.
You're not fine.
Okay. Neil takes 13 points of necrotic damage, and Midori
Oh.
takes half that.
So half of 13.
6.
6.
Alright. The other one, the one
That
that
was a weird
floated
one.
over towards... very watery fun. The one that floated over towards Tempest, and because these things have a fun little mechanic that says we roll d4 for the number of attacks, and I rolled a 4, will fling all 4 of its tendrils that are made for attacking towards Tempest and slap him a lot.
Blood curse of the island. Oh no, they're not. They haven't got the eyes.
There's no eyes. The eyeless part of that is very true.
You fool, they're already eternally cursed.
That's 24. No, sorry, 25 on the first attack. Second one is 10.
No.
Third is 21. And the fourth is also 21.
Utila thinks of getting a bow.
He's like in his wolf form, like, need bow.
You have shuriken.
Need stronger range weapon.
Wolf silly needs stronger range weapon.
I need to be
You take
taller.
27 points of necrotic damage, Tempest.
Ooh, mama.
From several tentacles just slapping onto you, one of them just catching your arm instead. You are slapped. Tempest. The stun on everybody cleared at the end of their turn.
And he's 15 feet up.
Yep.
This is the worst slaps giving ever.
Hey.
Well. This... I hate that these things can fly.
Oh, they're not
Yep.
flying, they're floating.
Same difference, I can't hit him.
Throw something!
Actually, that is a fair point.
You're the guy with the bow.
I'm not gonna... Oh.
Throw the spear!
Yes, but I'm not gonna use my sneak attack with any of that. So I'm
Throw a
gonna
screw,
look at
you
the
just
one above.
bloosh in the background. It's gone forever.
Throw the cheese!
Anyway, I'm going to, just for sake of it, I'm gonna point at the one above me, start playing a really fast beat on my side drum. And I'm gonna drop a fairy fire above me.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so an explosion of glitter. Let's see if it sticks.
I'm gonna glitter bomb this bitch.
What's
Just-
the DC?
Oh, that's
bedazzled
the
it.
question then, isn't it? There's 14.
It rolled a 16.
Mother!
The glitter just sort of glides off of the barrier around it, no effect.
Just like angrily switching to the bow, like son of a bitch.
You all just see this glitter bomb just suddenly and they just sort of fall to the ground and disappear. You still have movement if you were down?
Nope.
Alright. I guess I should have phrased that a bit differently. Calasil? You can also, by the way, remove your stun icons when you're not stunned anymore.
Yeah, I just did.
I don't
When are we not stunned? At the beginning of our
beginning,
next
the
turn,
end of
right?
their turn. I mentioned it a
Okay.
moment ago. It was already gone.
Okay, okay. Okay. This one is 15 feet in the air. Okay, first of all, telepathically, I will tell Neil to safely put Midori down, and then fly towards Usulia and Kushma and let either of them out.
That's what you get back.
Sorry, little one. Stay away from the thingies. Okay. Second, do I remember? Those are the things that we fought on the ship, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Do I remember if they were resistant to lightning?
Do you?
No, because I didn't write those down, but I'm asking if Calasil will remember.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. These things were not.
Okay, good. These were not resistant to... That's probably why I didn't write it down, because they were not.
That would explain.
Okay, okay. I'm on... Fuck. That one is a whip. I hate this. I'm gonna cast Lightning Ray on the one first.
What? Midori farted again. What did you say?
I'm sorry.
Lightning Ray on the one near Tempest.
Alright. Go
1,
ahead.
2,
You nearly hit Tempest instead. But miss entirely.
3.
That hits. And the last one also misses. So two of them go quite wide. One of them almost slamming into the side where Tempest is. And this is one of those misfires where hard to control magic just sort of flies off in a random direction as you have these small spears of thunder, essentially. Or lightning, technically. One of them does make contact though, but
And
unfortunately
the
isn't
one
enough.
that makes contact gets Radiant Soul 8 radiant damage on top of it.
Right, still isn't enough to break through the barrier.
Power Surge.
Oh, bloody
I love
hell!
this. That was great.
Going hard! You're going hard!
Like, wait!
Hey, might as well use
18.
Power Surge. It's useless if I don't use it.
Right,
Sure.
fair point. You damaged the shielding around it quite a bit, but nevertheless it still floats.
Okay.
Still has that membranous glow around it.
Okay, that's okay. At this time, you know, you never give us a lot of space to run away from.
Vicky, the bigger I make the maps, the more people will lag.
I know, but Vicky wants to dash away.
Noted, I'll start making the maps even bigger. This is actually one of the smaller ones, I'll be frank with that.
That's, yeah, that's my the end of my turn.
Kushma?
You sent Neil towards us, right?
Yeah, but he moves on Midori's turn.
Yes.
Fuck.
Currently.
Mm,
As a rule, let's just say he moves on the turn who he's carrying, because it's easier that way.
Yes.
So right now it's
But-
Midori's.
do I see him flying towards us?
No.
Okay. Fuck, I have nothing to do.
Throw Ursula!
Don't think it works like that, sadly.
He's still holding his action, I suppose, so...
Alright, I'm going
Sure,
to do
Howard.
something I've never done before, because it'll be fun.
Okay.
I'll get near this guy, and I will let out a vicious roar.
Oh.
DC 13.
Roar, XD.
Oh for God's sake.
Wow.
Rolling.
It actually fails.
Hey!
However, the extra effect does not go through, as it is still shielded by its bubble. It does, however, detract HP from the bubble.
Okay, and I mean, I'll. How far do I move? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get over here.
Alright. You're moving into slapping distance. Midori.
Yeah, I don't want him to be slapped.
Neil lands and
How does
scoops
this
herself.
Okay.
She just sort of disappears from the air, just that falls straight down, get a little bit of a rough landing, and then he scoots you off. Pretty much throws you off.
Okay. All right. Okay.
However, it will also bring Neil out of the creature's range.
Could I say
He
a
was
rage?
in range?
Yeah.
He was 10 down and 15 away.
Which at this distance, if I'm not mistaken, would be 15 feet exactly from this creature.
Okay.
Because of the size and stuff.
Okay, they have 15 feet range?
Why do you think that one over here is floating 15 feet above him?
Yeah, this one just
Because
slapped the shit
he's
out of me
tall.
from 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
John, could I say I've raged?
If you like to.
I'm just gonna do a normal rage.
Okay,
We ain't going hard here.
that's fine.
I'm
The
gonna.
Southern Slapper rolled 3 attacks. So it
Oh.
will unleash 3 of its tendrils towards Neil. 14,
go.
24,
Yes.
18.
Yes. Yes.
Oh
Oof, oof,
God.
and oof.
How
How much
do you
health
have?
does he have?
Yeah.
Let's see.
46.
Oh,
It takes
That's not much.
28 points of necrotic damage.
20?
As he's slapped
Okay.
around by these tendrils. Midori just barely avoiding getting slapped across her legs as well.
Oh, I closed Neil's sheet by accident.
But then he lands, shoves Midori off.
And then he moves to Usulia.
Alright. Midori.
And gets in crouch position basically to
Okay.
say, hop on.
It's out of nowhere. Neil just appears like, get on, bitch.
I'm gonna do the fun thing that I found is fun lately. Oh.
Yeah.
And one success is like, oh my god, I can do this forever. I love it
Unlimited
because
power.
that is just exactly a hit.
Oh, thank God.
It's actually also enough to break its bubble. So what happens is, as you fire this, basically this arc of electricity, just a small Kamehameha, as usual, as it has become, towards it, it breaks through the bubble, shattering its protection, and actually hits the creature itself. As it does so, that shimmer that happens occasionally when you've hit these creatures in the past rushes over it, and then your spells start doing actual damage to the creature itself. That was your action. Midori? Anyone? I misclicked. Now I can hear you again. Somehow I managed to hit the button that mutes myself and everything.
Oh,
So, what did I miss?
not much. Me going, am I in range of it, or if
It has
I-
already used its reaction, so it wouldn't matter either way.
so I wouldn't get an attack of opportunity if I moved?
Probably not. Question mark? Teehee.
Okay. I'm gonna move this way.
Remember, you need to stay in range of it for the witch bolt.
I'm still in range of it, I think. Yeah,
But it's
I'm
30 feet in the air as well.
Oh,
Never
wait.
mind.
still within range, aren't I?
At a diagonal, right?
If you're on the diagonal, you need to be a little bit closer.
Okay.
It's
so
30
like
feet
here?
up, so it'd be like 20 feet. Yeah, the
Okay.
map on that is a bit wonky with these things.
Yeah. Okay.
3D battle maps when?
Indeed. But you have still latched on with the witch bolt, and something seemed to have happened as the damage actually hit its body. Rosalia,
Okay.
if I recall, to mount, it'll cost you an action.
Yeah. I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to move that far either, because Neil's already moved.
True.
Yeah.
It'll basically be you mounting and then not much else this turn. But next turn you have a lot of movement.
Cool. I will be doing that then.
Alright. You mount Neil. Neil gets back up on all fours. He looks winded and wounded, but still does what he's told, as he wants to help.
He's a good boy.
Still have a bonus action, should you choose to use it.
No, I have no reason to use it yet. Nope, nothing.
Alright. Back to these creatures that I almost named by accident there. They will do things. The one that's been slapping Tempest will continue. That's off the mat. It's unfortunate because I rolled a 4. It's back on the mat. It's 2. The 2 attacks on Tempest. The first one. 10. Not even close. You basically just duck a little bit down and use your weapons to fend them off. Not even close to hitting you. Second one, however, is exactly 20.
Yep.
You are slapped for nearly max damage, but the dice decided otherwise. 11 points of necrotic damage.
And I'm gonna dodge that.
Alright, it's a glancing hit. Nevertheless, your life force is still sucked out from you, as you notice at this point. Not only is it draining you, but it's also eating it. Something you've seen before.
Eating what?
It's life force.
Oh god.
Midori, actually, give me an insight check real quick.
Okay. Insight. Boom. 13.
Big roll.
Alright. It's big enough for you to realize that something just happened with this creature as it immediately moves out of your line of sight. Not line of sight, out of your range, rather, and breaks Witchbolt immediately.
Damn.
Flying over towards Neil to slap him some more.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Not my baby boy.
It will cast a spell this time.
Every time
Not
I
the
him. Oh, are you in range? Oh, I should have
Yes.
said that.
Alright.
Fuck!
65!
Fuck!
No!
Wait, I can counter spell!
Oh, you have it!
I have it!
Yes!
Oh wow.
Save him!
I will save the boy!
You counterspell at a 5th level, right?
Yes.
Alright. 4th level, sorry.
Fourth level.
Almost.
Whatever her max is.
It reaches out its tendrils again, collected them in front of itself, creating that black orb that you at this point recognize to be that geyser of shadow. You throw out your counterspell towards it and completely negate it. At that same moment, another shimmer over its body happens and it seems to have a little connection with Midori.
I'm connecting to it.
Am I doing good or am I doing bad? I'm not sure.
That
don't
ends
know.
both of their turns. Tempest.
Alright, well, bonus action, I'm gonna disengage. Try to move over here-ish.
Hey, bye!
Alright.
Bye!
You moved just fine. Ducking behind Kushma.
And Kushmar's not engaged with it, right?
I can't physically
I
reach
mean,
it.
he might be, based on the ranges you've seen from this creature.
Well, I was more asking for a snake attack, but yeah, no.
No, he's not in range of it.
Yeah, no, that's
Wait,
fine.
no, other way around. It's not in range of him, but he's in range for it.
Yeah, I have the character sheet in the way, so I couldn't see. But...
That's fine.
And
I'm not
you.
engaged. Okay.
Oh, that net 20 on the other side.
15 just barely hits.
Hey. Big 10.
Alright. It's a lot of damage, however, the shield takes the entire thing. It's just an arrow currently just poking out of this membranous shield it has around it, floating midair. Being stopped right there. It becomes a little bit glittery as some of the glitter is still falling off of the creature.
Just get down here, you mad.
Alright. You wanna move some more?
Let's see. Close to character sheet. Now I'm kind of cut between them, so nah. I can't get closer to one without getting closer to the other.
Alright. Calasil.
This needs to be down a bit more if it attacks me, right?
I'm not sure I understood anything of what you just said.
Needs
This
to be
one
further
should
down.
be further down to the ground if it attacks me,
No.
right?
No.
It has 30 feet reach.
No, but the spell does.
Oh, it's casting a spell.
Oh, right.
The spell does,
Sorry.
so it's fine.
Sorry.
Also, the bridge is a good 15 feet above the ground, so it's only really 15 feet away from him.
So he's still in range of it.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. I'm gonna move a bit closer and I am gonna cast Moonboom
Yay!
on that shitter that attacked my little boy.
Repeatedly.
Fourth level.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
From a currently not visible moon, well, one of them, I believe, still would be, if I remember the days correctly. Still have this very bright, broad beam of moonlight, which at the start of its turn, we will remember. That's your job.
Yes.
I designate you to remember Moonboom
Yes.
for the start of its turn. You still have some movement and a bonus action.
Let me check real quick.
I promise not to push it away this time. I learned my lesson.
Did you? That's my turn. Yes.
Alright. Kushma.
I'm here!
Scream at it again.
Ugh.
He can't now that he's raging.
Like a,
Ebel.
how do I stop rage? Is it natch? Let me quickly check. Apologies.
I think
Pretty
it
sure
might
you
be
can just end
bonus.
it at will, right?
I could just shout at it again, but I mean, I might as well like throw something. I'll pull out a javelin. You know, I was going to oil the javelins, but I thought I'd be able to hit it with the axe. Oh well,
You
here
also
we
end
go.
your rage on your
I'm
turn as a
good.
bonus action. Okay.
Ah, well, I'm pulling the weapon, so I can't.
Alright.
Javelin!
bonus action for weapon. Go ahead and toss.
Brrr.
That's it.
Rage damage is from melee only.
Melee, yeah.
correct?
Yes.
6.
Alright.
Fuck you!
The javelin just sticks into the shield just like the bolt. Well, arrow does.
I don't have
Just
any weapons
hangs there
now.
midair
Oh
currently.
shit! Pull my fists up because I don't have any weapons now.
Alright.
Let me at him.
That will end your turn unless you want to move.
No, I'm just gonna stay.
Alright. Midori.
I
The creature seemed to have understood you and moved away from your witch bolt. What are you gonna do?
To be fair, I think I've used both my spell slots.
Yep.
I only have 2,
Yeah.
so yeah. Fine then. Eldritch Blast!
Both hit. Do you push it?
Nope. Don't try and trick me like that. I almost was like, you should know.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Well, you can, but you choose not to this time. Instead, both the bolts slam into it, making this purplish flesh just scatter off of its body. Not all of it, but a good chunk. It is actually looking wounded at this point.
Ha!
Yay!
Quite wounded, I should say. Then end
Tempest,
your
we're
turn,
doing
unless you wanna use
stuff.
Unless you want to use your bonus action or movement.
Is anyone really hurt?
Neil.
Neil and Tempest looks hurt.
Okay. Can I reach them? I can't remember how far healing, like,
I think
60
60 feet.
how far away am I from them?
Either way, I'm pretty sure you're fine.
Remember the mark you have as well.
That's true.
35, 35. I think of 60 feet. She's really
Okay.
know
Hang on, I'll
your
pick it.
spell.
It doesn't
1.
say!
Then write it down.
I will! Yeah, okay, I was gonna give 2 to, Tempest and then the 5 to Neil.
Alright, go ahead. Okay, 7 points. For the first time in, I don't know, 2 months, Tempest actually gets more healing than the secondary target does. At a full 7 HP.
2!
Alright. Still have a bit of movement left, should you choose to use it?
I'm gonna... I'm gonna move... here.
Alright. Uzilia. And Neil now.
Yes. So I'm in range of this one's attacks right now, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
You technically aren't, but Neil is. And keep
Yeah.
in mind, if you move, Neil is technically the one moving, so he's the one that'll take all attacks. from opportunities.
Yeah, that's right.
You can make him disengage as well.
I'm just thinking what's better to do, to be honest. But I think it's going to be better for me to fly next to this one.
Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm going to amplify Blood Curse the Marked. So I take...
In the turn, whenever you
damage.
deal right damage attack, you roll an additional dice, and you make attacks with advantage.
So, yes,
Alright.
this first attack will be with advantage.
Next attack roll, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That misses.
Right.
Not used to being on a mount. It's
Yeah.
awkward and you need to slash at Neil's wings instead and pull your weapon back in last second.
And yeah, I'll attack again.
Go ahead. 21
That's-
definitely
There
hits.
you go.
And then I get to roll this twice. 3 and a 5.
So 20 total. Make a very deep slash into where, just about where the skeleton part of its weird beak actually starts and straight into its body. It is very deep and it seems to be gushing out this purplish blood that, oddly enough, seemed to disintegrate before it hits the water. But the creature still looks very wounded.
I'll also, why not, apply... What's their turn next? Yeah, I'll apply Brand of Castigation as well.
Okay, brand of castration. Sure.
Yeah, Brand of Castration.
No.
To be fair, if you turn these things upside down, they kind of look like balls. Anywho,
Oh,
Neil wants to attack as well.
I'm pretty sure he probably has someone mounted on him.
I don't know.
Because I remember
Where
I
does
was
it
going
say that?
through with this with Cedric at some point, and then the horse he
Ah,
had
okay.
could only attack if he wasn't mounted on it, because otherwise mounts would be broken as
Fair
fuck.
enough. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of the things I remember. That was a bit of a curious time. We would learn stuff.
Neil
So-
wants to look at it angrily.
It's like, I will attack, although this guy will fall off if I do, so never mind.
I will attack with my eyes.
Just
Moonbow.
teach Neil vicious mockery at some point.
Yes. Oh, please do.
Can we?
Monotone voice.
Only
Okay,
only
alright,
Kelly can
yes.
hear him, so...
You look like a pair of balls.
The creatures will, well, first of all, one of them roll a con save against
Yes.
the Moonboom. Roll a 17 or so,
No.
if I recall.
That is
Oh,
a half damage, so it's 9
17.
damage.
Well, you had to roll really low
Radiant.
for it to not die. This one is on 5 HP now. So by the time it gets to its turn, the Moonboom's effect is just disintegrating it before it even hits the water. The creature dies before even falling.
Yay.
Haha! Fuck
The
you!
other one,
Fuck you,
Oh.
Bolton.
on the other hand,
Action.
I'm good here, you know, just being here.
it's gonna ascend
Oh, come on!
to 30 and float straight over to Kellerseal.
I'm on the ground.
Your floaty thing says otherwise.
That's not my floaty thing, that's my aura that has been active for 3 turns.
Oh, that makes more sense. Never mind, you're not floating in that case. It'll just go after Neil instead, because he's floating.
No!
I'm floating!
10,
Actually, no, I changed my
30.
mind about the floating.
Change my mind.
It will ascend to 35 feet and slap at Neil. Or at least we'll see what it does. Yep, 4 slaps.
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
10 for the first one. Pretty sure
That
that misses. 22. 22.
Hits.
7.
Misses. 2 hit.
Alright. So I need these dice. 8, 11, 12, 18 points in necrotic damage.
Hoo hoo hoo! He's alive. Does your brand of castigation do something now, is it?
It's on the other creature.
No.
Ah, right.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That
so
guy help at all?
That is... Yeah, he has 5 HP right now, so the healing just barely saved him.
Whoa.
The creature has no more actions or bonus actions or anything to do, so turn will pass through Tempest. With it floating 20 feet above the bridge, 35 feet above the ground beneath.
You know, I'm gonna try something just to try to cheese this a little bit.
Oh, but that's a sentence that every DM wants to hear.
Looking up the high
Go
jump
ahead.
rules right now.
I just gotta check a range on something.
I'm excited. What is
80
it?
feet. 80 feet, so that should be okay. I'm gonna run, like, behind here and try to duck and hide below the bridge.
What?
Bonus action, hide.
Ooh, flush.
Okay, you can go ahead and try if you wish.
For the 24.
Okay. You feel like you're pretty well hidden from something.
Then I'm gonna pop out and try to shoot him.
It has blind sight. It doesn't care about that.
Mother! Fine, I didn't want advantage anyway.
Good, because you're not getting it. 19, that definitely hits. This time actually
Hey.
breaking through the barrier it has around it. Bringing your one arrow into its flesh. As that happens, a shimmer blasts over its body.
Sorry, I'm back.
Ours?
I'm back.
Timing's fine.
It keeps cutting out. Like I keep not hearing it. For some reason.
Alright,
Well,
that's your
that's
attack.
everything I've done. I finally took the hide action and it did nothing.
Yeah.
Hey.
Creatures with the blind side, they're kind of hard to hide from when you're inside their range. Can I see you?
Action to move the moon boom.
Just beams over Neil and Tempest. Not Tempest. Usle, why do I do that?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Also, around them would probably be smarter. But yeah.
Yeah.
This giant laser just moving right around them on top of this creature instead.
I mean, I can move it through them. It doesn't hurt them.
True, but
I know. I would
I know
move it
you well
around
enough to
because
know
it
that
is enough.
Galassi will be paranoid to the point where she wouldn't do that. Just in case.
Yeah. Unless I have to, I'm gonna go around.
Yeah. But you don't have to right now.
End turn.
Alright.
I'm telling Neil that he's a good boy.
Go on.
Neil, you're a very good boy.
Hurts.
Lucky.
Also, you have, you're allowed to, after the next attack of Usulia, disengage and fly away from the thing.
That's about the time you have. Grishma.
So, if I get a 10-foot run, I can high jump for 7 feet.
Okay. And?
You said the bridge is 15 feet high? Upwards?
At
That
that
math
peak it
does
is.
not check out.
Which
Damn
means
it.
you still need another 13 feet.
Fuck. Javelin!
Oh, and your other javelin has fallen to the ground where it is floating currently.
Oh, cool. I'll pick it up later.
Actually,
Ah.
that javelin broke.
Oh, I've had them my entire life!
And the second one, that one you just threw, you get ready and throw it, and it flies right past it, almost glancing it, and lands somewhere on the other side of the bridge.
Anyway.
And shatters.
Oh!
Oh, no, sorry, actually, I rolled just high enough for it to not shatter. My bad. It's just barely
Yay.
fine. You hear something probably breaking in the wood, but that's, you know,
you're
minor
right.
repairs.
A little bit of glue. We have glue.
My mother has better stuff.
Need to buy javelins, guys. That's my turn. I have nothing to do.
Midori.
Oh, yeah, that's what you did.
Ah.
Alright, the first one definitely hits. As the impact of the Eldritch Blast slams into it, another shimmer around its body occurs. But it then takes the full brunt of the first attack, while the other one just goes wide.
That is fair. I'll get you next time, bitch.
Alright. That one is your turn unless you want to use a bonus action and or move.
Anyone need healing?
Neil looks like
Neil.
he's about to die.
Neil! Okay.
Too precious.
Yeah, save the Neil. Okay, so I'm gonna give 2 to Neil.
Alright.
Oh shit!
You say and roll the exact same as you did last time.
Yeah, I know. Who needs a 5?
Everybody.
Anybody can take it.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give the 5 to Tempest then.
Hey.
Melty.
Hey.
Just barely in range. Actually, no, he would be because Neil is one tile bigger and north. So yeah, it's fine, just barely.
That's good.
So Tempest gets 5, Neil gets 7.
Yay.
You wanna move?
I am good where I am for the moment.
Busclia, you seem to have lost control over Neil as he just moves you closer.
No, no!
No.
Hmm. How high is this? Like, how high is it to the ceiling?
Ceiling, you're outside.
Oh, is it still like outside? Okay.
About 26 kilometers,
Oh.
give or take.
I don't want Neil to get hit again.
Don't worry about it.
Technically, this particular movement would be him flying you close in a swinging motion so he can get the fuck out of there. So Neil
Right.
is already on his way away. He's already disengaged. He just brings you closer for your attack.
Okay. So I'm currently at the same height as this thing.
Pretty much.
Okay.
You're in melee range, in other words.
Sure. All right. In that case, I'll amplify my Pester Marked again. I'll
Alright.
take 2 damage. So advantage on this first attack.
Oh my god.
Oh please, roll good.
12
I
is a
beg
miss.
you. Another attack again.
Trying to not stick your hand too fine to the moon boom.
Nice.
Oh,
That,
yeah,
however,
won't be
is
good
a
for you.
hit.
And 5 and 5.
22 points of damage. It goes from looking pretty fine to very hurt in that one attack.
Bonus action. Yeah, that's be done.
Alright. Looks quite hurt as it becomes its turn, and we need to move Neil and Ruslia.
Yeah.
So basically, you get a bad case of whiplash as he just fucking disappears in the other direction with you. He vanishes. Just gone.
Boom boom!
Start of its turn. Need to roll.
Oh, that's a good roll.
It's a con save,
Oh,
right?
110.
Yes,
That's
con.
an 18,
Yeah, so
It's safe.
12 radiant damage.
which means it survives.
Does it take damage from Radiant Soul as well? Or no?
I don't think so, because Radiant Soul specifies on my turn, and this is not my
Yeah,
turn.
then. Fine.
So thanks to the... I'm not entirely sure what you do against the Moon Boom. It's sort of a shielding yourself, I suppose, just enduring it. It does that. And then floats out of it.
Motherfucker!
It's not fast enough to catch up to Neil, unfortunately.
Woo!
It thinks. So, instead, it'll go after whoever looks the weakest of the bunch.
I'm so hurt.
Look at me, owie.
I haven't done anything to it yet.
I have.
It's desperately not me!
Pick him! We'll point at each other. No.
Just kind of here.
Loads.
If only you got close to
There.
me, I'd be so screwed. Ah.
Oh no!
And it will, at the same time, also descend to be in range of Midori. That is not the right button I just clicked.
Hi.
Ah.
There we are.
Oh no!
It is still a good 10 feet above the ground of the bridge here, so it's still technically out of melee for those who have 5 feet only. And then it begins slapping at Midori. Or at least hit it. Oops. Roll the d4, 3 attacks. First attack,
God.
9. Second,
Misses.
17.
Hits.
11.
Misses.
Oh my god. So, only a single hit as it
Thank God.
hits for you. It's 10 points of necrotic damage in total,
Okay.
and it will steal set life total for itself, repairing some wounds that it has gained. Although I don't think that will matter, because I don't think it gets another turn. However, that ends its turn, as its other moves. Tempest.
Oh, I'm just gonna come out of my hidey hole since Not gonna do me any good.
Is it safe?
Papa, papa, papa.
No, Papa.
Well, hang on, let me just. I mean, I definitely am, but let me just double check. Yeah, I'm plenty of range.
Plenty. Plenty.
And pew.
Waiting for the big kaboom, and it is a miss. You're fairly sure that one will land somewhere either in the water or near the guards that you walk past.
Right, it's a conversation for later.
You hear a small...
And then just for bonus action, just because I got nothing else and I need something to cheer me up after that. Okay, I'm gonna mark off my thing. I'll look to Midori. Hey, Midori, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey, Midori! Hey, Midori! And you've already got inspiration.
Yeah, I'm great. Just start tap dancing.
Alright, then you move, and you turn unless you want to move. Some more.
There it goes.
Take that as a no question mark, but if you want to, you can, Tempest.
Yeah.
Conceal, action to move, boom.
Yes. And little one, you can come back and finish it off if you want. You don't have to. You don't have to. Just sit, put Uzbir down then.
Your
That's
barrel
my plan.
roll was what he heard. Do you want to move?
Nope. I'm fine where I am.
Krishma.
Alright, no more rage. It's personal. Can't reach him, so I'm just gonna shout at him and vision. Hopefully, I mean, he's probably dead anyway, but you know, I'd like to think I can contribute. I'm in it, guys.
Okay. With a natural 20, it completely ignores you.
Oh.
Just fucking die to the moon, I guess.
Alright.
You've got this, it's fine.
You have some movement left if you want to use it.
I walk towards my javelin slightly, not too much. Not in there, just in case.
Okay. No, you're fine.
I almost just.
Don't worry.
Time to die.
You, however, are in range, so all your attacks are at disadvantage due to the harassment using a ranged attack in melee.
Ah.
Something I feel like I've been forgotten about, but also haven't been relevant in ages, so it's been forgotten about. But
That's why I got away.
Sensible, actually. Sensible. 16 still hits, though. The 10 misses regardless.
You do have a d6.
Push him back in your first hit, and that
True.
will
If
change
you
it.
want to use it on the second one, you can.
Wait!
But... What?
Wait, what?
I'm not going to say anything, actually. Never mind.
Alright.
I'll roll the d6.
Are you sure? Wow!
Yeah!
Yes!
Okay. You needed a 5 or a 6 just for fun, I'll say, because that's something, so you just rolled that and got it. However, even with both of the hits made of this, one of them just barely being corrected from the inspiration you've been given, the creature just barely survives, nonetheless.
Oh!
For this turn, it's gonna be fucking dead soon.
Yeah,
Is Vicky gonna get the kill? Or is Usuna gonna steal it?
Well, it can't, because Neil will just ascend 60 feet and stay there.
Just starts throwing shuriken from a mile away.
I thought he was going to drop me off.
That too. And you
So
just
he's
roll a
dropped you
dexterity. Yeah, dropping you. And he just rolled a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, what?
He's actually just dropping
90 feet up?
Yeah, it gets about 10 feet off the ground, so it's not something big. You made it, you're fine. It's a bit of a heavy landing, but he just sort of semi-barrel rolls you off and then just disappears upwards. He is snoping the fuck out of that one.
Right, okay.
You do still have your turn if you want to get closer yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to move, so I'll move my movement, it's 40 feet. And then I'm going to pull out a reformed shuriken out the bag and throw it at him.
Okay, I do believe you have disadvantage though because of the range.
Range is 20-60.
Oh, so you're just in range.
Yes.
No, because of the angle.
Oh no, he's 15 feet in the air, isn't he? Oh,
He's 75 feet away.
Disadvantage, why not?
Can do it.
Throw it. Throw it.
Whoa!
Oh my
Yeah!
How dare you steal my kill?
There we go.
So the snake comes running from fucking downhill, or downfield, picks out his shuriken and just fucking hurls it at the creature, slamming right into the softer spots in his underbelly, and it sinks quite far in as the creature dies. It looks like, from the other side, it looks like the moonboom was what killed it as it disintegrated, but Midori, Uslia, and Neil knows the truth. As the creature dies and then gets disintegrated by moonboom.
Midori just looks at Usador and gives him a thumbs up.
Looks like it
boy.
could come in handy.
With that, and the perfect time.
Oh,
It's okay, you did it. And I look at Usador like, no, you got that one. No, it's fine, you did it.
It was all you, Callus, honestly.
What happened to your voice?
Just a bit excited.
Never seen that before, holy shit.
Wait, does it get deeper when you're like a doggo? You're just like, extra.
It just
Actually, there's a point. Were people watching this fight, or
Yeah,
could it?
Oh shit.
from quite a distance.
Move the
Nevertheless,
moonbeams!
It's fine, I can drop the form.
Wouldn't they have seen it though?
Probably.
Considering who doesn't like it, he's very chill at the moment. Are you okay?
It's fine.
I'm gonna see if I can recover any of those 3 arrows.
I'm gonna grab my javelin.
Do the monsters,
That's
did they leave anything behind?
You recover 1 arrow. They do not. These particular ones seem to disintegrate into something. However, into nothing, I mean. However, this did seem like they were, let's put it this way, more conscious than last time you fought them. Mainly Midori knows this, but there was also a connection from Kelasiel and Tempest. You have these lingering thoughts that they just seemed more conscious than last time. Conscious, damn it, than last time.
Well, that sucked more than last time, but at least there weren't a ton of ghost archers raining crap up down upon us.
I hate flying things so much.
Yes, I agree.
Do we want to patrol a bit and make sure that there aren't any more of those, or do we want to head back?
Probably a good idea just to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, Neil, baby. Sorry. Pet.
100 feet in the air, like, "Ugh."
You did so well. It was all you. Without you, we couldn't have done this.
I also might want to pick up some new arrows whenever I get the chance. I didn't think about it before.
Hmm.
A bit of commotion somewhere quite far away. It sounds like a lot of people going, "Ah, Griffin!" at the same time.
Come back down. It's the scary part is over.
Considering how weird our group is, they're like, a griffin?
They can't see the group at the moment, the other people. They're just sort of further away.
Oh yeah, okay.
That and he hasn't really been in the city, unless you just have had him with you, which was never specified, because I thought you always just left him at the household, except this time because you went for a fight, so...
Yeah, when we go for a fight, I take him with me. When we're just shopping, I leave them at the house.
Otherwise, you would never get anywhere. It's like, you can't go in here, you have a griffin with you, what the fuck?
But he's my baby.
Phew,
That's
this
what we-
one flies 100 and some feet down in about 7 seconds and lands right next to Kelasiel and just bumps into her.
I pet him.
That's better. We tell him, don't worry, we have a permit. Holds up a piece of paper that says the griffin can do whatever it wants.
So, here you are, the clenched shaft with that weird air in the area. And these 2 creatures having been disintegrated by Moonboom. A lot of people seem to have been watching from a distance, as there is still that ring of guards keeping track of the entire thing. And the creatures, for that matter. A lot of them seem to be just watching in the general direction. You can see some people leaning around corners of buildings, just peeking in on what's going on. Yeah, but you have people that have been watching you for a while.
Well, let's patrol. Somebody wanna hop into the water?
Yep. I kind of look towards the guards, like from a distance, and just kind of like pantomime. Me, water, like dive. Like, can I? Is it cool?
You can see from a distance they look confused, looking at each other, and they're like shrugging. They don't know what you mean.
I jump in.
Okay. I need you to make me a... no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It's only about a 5 feet drop, so you just make a little swan dive and dive straight down. While you're down there, I'd like a perception check as you're waddling about in the water.
Perception.
Also, while he
Double
jumps
21s.
down, I'm gonna make...
See, I have better than 20 vision. I have 21 vision.
Nice.
That's awkward to say. And I'm guessing you're giving yourself aquatic adaptation
Yes.
and going after him?
Nope. I'm just ready, because it lasts an hour.
Alright. Down there, you find traces of a lot of lobsters. And when I say traces, I mean as in their shells. No live one are actually found. You just find a lot of empty shells all over the bottom of this particular area. It's quite a lot. You've heard rumors that there's a lot of lobsters in this particular water, just in general. And there's a fairly significant pile of them at the bottom that seem to just accrued over time, as these creatures seem to have either consumed or just flat out killed whatever they could get near. And this continues for quite a while. As you're swimming deeper towards in the city, wow, that's a weird sentence. Swimming deeper towards the inner part of the city, there we are. You notice that this waterway leads off in several directions. You get the feeling that most of these probably lead to other places where water is needed. But there are a couple of them that look weirdly structured, as in it's way too big, way too round, and way too little water for it to be any reasonably underwater bit. It's in... You'd think the water would rush into these large pipes, but there's basically no water on the other side. Seems like it just stops before hitting this particular part of it. Other than that, the clenched shaft seems to be devoid of life.
When nothing happens, I jump after him and swim a bit.
Okay. You find the exact same thing in the exact same order, and that weird cut-off point where there's a pipe that just isn't being filled by the water, despite it clearly should be, because it's underwater. You basically find each other underwater at that point.
Yeah, I just kind of point those things out to her.
Wait, there is a pipe that has no water in it, although there's water coming towards it.
Yeah, imagine the clenched shaft is just like a long... how to put it? Indentation, right? Because that's just what it is. Now imagine there's a pipe under the water, where the water should by all means flow into, right? But it just doesn't.
Is it vertically or is it horizontally?
It's vertical. It looks like an entrance that just isn't pulling the water in.
Wait, it's vertical. So it could just be that there is an air pocket up there.
No, vertical means upright.
Yes, the pipe is going from down to up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
are we thinking of the same thing?
it doesn't sound like it. How to best describe this? I can show you guys on
Or
Discord.
is there a wall where basically there would be a hole?
Yeah.
Or is it a ceiling? I'm thinking of a ceiling because...
Why do you think I'm
Pipe
ceiling?
is
No,
going
it's not ceiling.
Okay,
The
then
clenched
it's
shaft is like a
horizontally.
tub,
Okay.
right? Like a big tub.
Yes.
Imagine that the drain was on the side of the bottom, right?
Yeah.
A hole there.
Yeah.
Water would usually flow into that sort of thing, because it would drain.
Sorry.
Trying to explain something here you don't understand.
I
What the fuck?
know! No, my brother is watching and he just explained it mathematically. And I just found it funny. Doesn't matter.
Your brother
Okay.
said?
Okay.
It's a pipe.
I think
It's
I get
underwater.
what you
Should
mean.
be filling. I don't
Yeah,
understand how it's this
okay.
hard.
Can I put my hand in? Do I feel a force field?
You don't feel a force field per se, because this isn't Star Wars. However, you put your hand through, and your hand is not in water anymore. Let's put it that way. Your
Does
arm
it
is,
feel
but
like
your
air?
hand isn't. I would say so. Yeah.
This is weird. This is a... Can I
Tim's just
talk
shrugging.
underwater?
Underwater still. So we go.
Put up your body in the blue. Huh. How big?
It
Can
is
a human
about
fit in?
10 feet all around. It's pretty big.
I get up for air. I think we found a hidden entrance to something.
What do you mean?
So yeah, it's like a pipe that leads to like a drainage pipe or something that there's no water in it, but it looks like there should be. But it's not.
John, would this kind of be like an idea, something that leads to the underground?
Certainly does sound like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Also, like all of the lobsters are dead. These things have been eating all of the lobster.
Damn. I mean, seems like it's a pipe to someplace people don't want you to go, which is a good place for us to go.
Well, do we want to rest? Do we want to inform the guards? Do we want to get our reward, or do we want to investigate?
I mean, we can just see if it's something small. If it's bigger, we can leave.
Well, then hop in.
Sure.
Cannonball!
Neil, you wait. If anybody tries to hurt you, fly away and disengage.
I'm
Good point.
flying home.
Yes.
Takes off and just disappears at breakneck speed. He's basically sprinting away over the city.
So I'm out.
You just hear all the ballista in the town.
He's too fast for that. Be out of range too quickly.
Are we jumping? We're jumping in, aren't we?
Well,
Alive?
Kushmar did. Tevis and Calasil are in the water.
Fuck it. Midori just runs and jumps in.
Cannonball!
Yes.
Go in.
She belly flops on accident.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh no.
Luckily you're protected by clothing and such, so it's not gonna be that bad, but still. Ow. It just becomes... You won't dive. It's not that far underneath the water itself. And you find this large opening that by all means should have been flooded, but by a little demonstration of putting your hand through, it just doesn't seem like it's nothing. I like the marching order actually for going into this particular area.
I'll go first.
Dude.
Honk.
All aboard?
I will go third. No.
So Tempest.
I go fourth.
Who was second?
I haven't decided yet, but it's between those two.
I'll go second.
I said I was going second.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so it'll be Uzulia and Kushmar.
No.
I can go. I can go. I
You
can go
do.
back.
Kushmar became third because I'd already written Uzu on my paper. Then we have
Whatever.
Midori and we have Calasil last.
You two have become so buddy-buddy lately. It's very nice to...
You know.
Cat dog.
God damn. Whatever.
A dat? A cog? Anyway, a cot.
A keg?
I was gonna say something.
A
but
dot?
I go through the quote-unquote portal.
no, I won't lower the tone yet.
You step through it, and you find yourself, as soon as you step through it, you become immediately dry. And it feels like, by the smell of it, that you're standing inside a sewage pipe. But that particular weird thing you just passed through, when you're on the other side, it appears like it's made of jello or some such. It's like a big wall of just a slightly vibrating, moving jello field, if you will. Force field, or whatever. But you're immediately dry.
I push my hand back through to make sure I can get out.
Okay, I need you to roll me a constitution. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. Go straight through.
Okay, just double checking that we can get out. It's not like now Travis is in there forever.
No, that only happens in a minute. I mean, what?
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 So I'm thinking this probably leads to the underground, where not good people usually gather. So just be careful.
Probably a good idea, though. I think we should figure out what our mission is, why we're here.
We're not going to like storm it or anything. I just wanted to see if there was anything kept here. It could be like a drop-off point. It could be a storage space. I'm not really sure.
Okay. At the very least, if anyone asks, we'll say we're looking for more of those monsters. We killed those two. We're looking for more.
Right.
All right. Moving forward, you have a bit of a walk to do, and the
keeping my eyes
funny
out for
thought
anything.
in the back of your head that now no one knows where the fuck you went. Just dove into the water and disappeared. Except for
Eh,
Neil.
Gotta talk
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah, but I'm keeping my eyes out for anything, any signs, traps.
Oh, I'm so disappointed you said that. But okay, go ahead, roll a perception check.
I was gonna recommend that. Never mind. You
I
got
was
it.
so hoping you wouldn't. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but I've learned because every time I say 17, I'm not going to be another Mr. Cypress. Acceptably different because I have evasion.
Hmm. References to things that most of us don't know.
That's the player who died yesterday. He's a level 2 monk.
Oh, I guess as much. I've seen a little bit of it. 17, yeah, you're fine. You notice at one point a little... It's not like a step per se, but more like a little pillar that has been jutting out of the ground. It's made of the same kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? Not marble. It's like limestone, if anything, would be the closest I can think of. It's like a little pillar of that just sticking out of the ground. It's maybe 30 centimeters tall and about 20 centimeters thick. And it just is sitting there. And something about it just triggers you in the back of your mind. Something about that does not seem right. But the mechanism to which anything will happen with it is not immediately clear. But you know that's iffy.
Yeah. Don't know what that is, but definitely seems like something's going to happen if you touch it.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna ask this. Do we really want to investigate this further? We have no real stake in this?
No. If we're going deep, then there's no point.
This would be about 50 feet as well of walking.
Yeah. I think it's probably
You can also see that it'll turn rightwards a bit further in. The tube.
Like bigger things, so maybe we just keep a note of where this place is, and if we need to go here, we can come back through this.
We could inform Mother if we want to.
I had the same thought.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's head back.
Okay.
Alright. I guess I'll put this little sheet here away. You head back the other way, dive back into the water. It's a bit of a strange experience to have to dive sideways into water, but nevertheless, as soon as you're through it, you have the usual sense you would have of being in water and start surfacing again. It's a bit of an awkward time getting out of this water, because it is just a drop of 5 feet. It takes a little bit of climbing skill, but eventually, after a little bit of time, all of you make your way up.
Can I just for style do a dolphin jump out of the water with my aquatic adaptation? Hold my action to change myself back with auto self and then fly away.
No. For one simple reason. You do not have the speed for that, and secondly, your wings would be too wet to fly immediately.
Fuck.
It would have been funny if you did that with Graceful and the rest of us are all clambering out like.
Exactly how Weasley's getting out. He's just
he literally shakes like a dog when he gets out of the water. He's just like.
Wait, that didn't work. I shake my wings and then try to fly out of the water.
Okay. It will work. As long as you just clean them enough of the water, then you can still make your way out. They just become a bit too heavy. So does your clothing, for that matter. But after a while, you all make your way out of the water, standing on the side, and you have a few people who have dared to come closer now, and some of the guards, namely that dwarf you met earlier. You did it! You killed the creatures!
Wait.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
on,
Yes.
just didn't
What
seem like
the
there was
hell
any
would you do
more.
it in the water then?
Looking for
Looking
lobsters.
for more.
What?
Oh, yes, more.
Yeah, and you said there were only 2 of them, but you never know. So we wanted to make sure there weren't any more.
At least I'm glad that you're thorough with your investigation. I'm thankful that you did this. If I'm not mistaken, that's gonna be a reward at the Broken Stocks. So,
Wait.
go out and go get it. We'll take care of this. Did you find anything while you're underwater?
Lot of lobster shells, so they definitely ate a lot of.
They seem to have cleared you out of
Lovely.
your lobster.
Right. Good. We'll take care of it from here. Scoot.
Okay, do that. We will go meet this Brückenstrach.
So as you're leaving, by far most of the guards that would be, you know, lower ranked, they're clapping as you walk past them and giving you a lot of encouragement, like, well done, good job, that was awesome. Why did he turn into a wolf?
It's fine. Nothing to worry about.
They were just like
Nick?
shooting finger crossbows and like flexing for the people, like, yeah, I'm awesome.
There was just like hurrying easily along, like, quick before they
Your
realize.
wings are awesome. Why do you have different colored eyes? What is Kiri
Somebody-
doing here?
I was waiting for that one.
I'm not kidding!
Who the hell are you?
As we're walking away, I'm like, Sarah, I'm a twin!
I'm laughing. I just imagine you having this long conversation, screaming at each other as you're walking away.
Yep, yep.
Usually just covers her mouth. Keep
I
it
lick
down.
his, I lick his hand.
He still keeps it on.
Well,
Be careful, Madoi. You have eyes.
oh.
so, are you heading straight for the Brockenstach's
Yep.
Platinum Custodian base? Okay.
At the Blachestach.
Brockenstach.
The thing that I hate because I always have to look up how it's spelled.
Well, that's just the fun part of it. Brockenstach. Okay. Give me just a moment to find... Here it is. You head there. You've been there a couple of times by now, so heading back is not exactly difficult. The same person who has been managing the place the entire time, ergo Aelin, still there, as it is her, you know, her daily work. It's just the way she works. So, you step in, and she seems to have already gotten the news. As the moment you step in, she's like, "I just wanted to see you again. I've heard that you did quite a thing down at the Clancy Shaft. It's rather
Wait.
impressive.
Thank you.
Did also get word that Kiri would be here, but I don't really see her around."
Huh?
I think that's confusing her for Madoi. Points at Madoi.
Right, that would make sense. People have gotten a little bit confused about why Kiri was part of this random group of weirdos. Anywho, you I just got plenty of proof that you've done this deed. I don't really need anything from you. So, I am well prepared to give you the money that I promised.
Oh, thank you.
She gets out a little chest that seemed to have been hidden from underneath the what's the word? Desk that she usually works at. Gets it out, unlocks it, and starts pulling out small bags, and seems to be going through them, trying to find the ones with the closest amount of coin that you would need. Which is where I do believe that this would be 100 gold. If
Yes.
I recall correctly.
Did the price go up because the other rewards get up, went up?
Do you ask that?
Yes.
Do you ask her? Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Well, that's why you should. Not that bad.
I'm not so sure. That might be a good idea. This particular one, we knew exactly what was happening, you know. We already knew that it was some kind of weird creature, so I'm afraid not.
Okay.
It gives you this fairly heavy bag that's full of coin.
Platinum?
No, this is gold. It's a fairly hefty pouch of gold.
100 gold. In
Yeah.
total.
Just be glad it isn't copper pieces. That'd be hilarious, but cumbersome.
Yeah.
Immediately going to try to find a bank to change.
I mean, we can have that in the bag of holding.
We did the math at one point and I forget what it was. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, that's been that. From what I hear as well, you've been sent out on some business. Right?
What do you mean?
The word on the street is that the Dawn family had some business for you.
What?
You do?
That's a curious family.
Hey,
That's news to us.
I mean, she did mention something, but I think we never said we're gonna do it, and I forgot what it was.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
we should probably figure out.
that's
Wait,
it.
let me
Rumors, so we don't really put too much weight in it. That happens in this town occasionally.
Wait! The reward was 200 gold.
Just looking for that. Thanks.
I
Do you
wrote
say
it
that?
down in my to-do. Yeah!
The funny thing is, I don't actually have it in my contracts. I realized at one point.
It's
supposed
in
to be
my
here, but it
to-do
isn't.
written down as 200 gold.
Yeah, I've got 200 gold waterways cleanse shaft.
Well, I'll just add in 2 instead of the 1 then. I will pretend like that didn't happen.
Okay.
Some more money. Hey!
Yay!
Bling bling.
I forgot to write that one down, so that is on me. Everything else but that particular note rather was gone. Weird. So, that's it. A rumor, I'm guessing. That's really strange. Oh well.
Can always go over there and check. What time of day is it, actually?
At this point, it's getting to nighttime. We've been out for a while, been walking around, shopping, etc. It's been a while.
What's the day again?
It's the 28th.
Is that a new Slid day or is that a...
No, 2 more days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dory.
Sorry.
Madori. What does it sound?
Seriously, what did you eat?
I don't know.
It'd be better if Madru was actually a Kenku.
Okay, so we're at tonight. We can get ding ding.
So,
For my notes.
might be lingering a bit in my office, but you know, got things to do.
Right. Sorry.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll do business again. Au revoir.
Alright, she needs there was a shipment that she needs to be sent to the Fondar family in the airport, and since it's Linda, we just forgot about it because we didn't want to do it. Or at least that's my
Right.
reason.
That's right, yeah.
Linda.
She is not a nice person.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, sorry, I'll be back in 1 second.
I was about to say as well, it is way too warm to think at this point. The heat is really getting to me. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to end it here
Sure.
That's fine.
because I am melting. And I do not like it.
That is fine.
It is very warm.
Yes,
Yes.
fucking heat is the worst.
For money.
That and I need to head off soonish anyway, so that works out.
No,
Okay.
no.
Fair enough. So we'll end it here for today, with you guys having been paid the large amount of gold that you just earned, having found a tube that seems to lead underground after spending way too long explaining what a tube at the side means when you're already in a bathtub type situation. And we have, you know, open schedule for what's gonna happen next time. You guys have some choices.
Yay!
Only thing
Oh,
immediately, I do want to try to find more arrows because I'm down to 8.
Write all the stuff that you want to buy down into the loot in the shopping list, so that we remember.
Yes.
If I'll do my just put in arrows.
Alright.
Not all shops are available in this area, are they?
No, magic isn't for one.
Yeah.
Which is why it took so long to actually get to... took an hour actually to find this stuff for Killer Seal. From what you know anyway, there's no magic. As has been alluded to, you haven't actually been to the underground just yet.
Lavender
Yeah, I'm
Mountain.
guessing we'll find some, maybe find some stuff there. You never know.
You never know.
Might be something fun.
Right, in that case, we... God damn it with the cars. We
Sorry.
will end it for today. So, for you out there in Streamland, assuming there are any, we will be doing this again on next Saturday, considering from this point on, and seeing if these guys will actually figure out everything or anything. We'll see. See how many cars we'll hear next time. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there we go
There's
again.
another one.
Right on cue. So, goodbye for now.
Bye.
Bye.